Which one? I bet it was the middle one, wasn't it?
Yeah, this one here.
Yeah. This here, we about to get Eric a fish here live, hopefully. It's a midsection. Wait. Eric, he may have got that bait and come in on you. I know it. All right. Hopefully we got it set back now. I thought maybe he had picked up that bait and come in on me there. Let's see if we're actually live. I hit the button here, Eric, while that fish was running. Let's see if we're actually live. I hit the You're going to have to turn the volume down on yours. Let's see if we're actually live. I hit the button. Okay. Moderator. He's supposed to be pro moderator, not so much. Okay, I see comments popping up. We're apparently live here. Let's see. Anyway, y'all, we were fiddling around here with the camera, getting set up and all, and we had a little short run there on that rod I was messing with, and so I went to go live a couple minutes early there in case we was about to get one there on camera, but we actually just made a move. We had initially set up farther on down in this creek, kind of in the back of it, and a few feet of water, 6-8 feet of water, and got a fish right away. I thought, okay, you know, with this backwater bite still on. And then, you know, we was figuring out how we're going to do this whole live stream today, if we want to use a tripod or for his camera, my camera, whatever. You know, getting all the detail, getting all the technical stuff out of the way. And we didn't catch another fish back there. And we thought, man, do I really want to get skunked on a live stream? Because, you know, that happened the last time. So we ended up making a move and coming out farther in this creek. And so I'm set up here now. Baits are cast. This is a narrow creek. I mean, you can see it's not very far over there, maybe 7,500 yards across. But it's got some depth to it. It's 20 some odd feet there, about 25 feet deep, 28 feet deep where our baits are at. And these fish just got to come through this area to work back here. There's where we will set up in the back there, tons of bait. I mean, it's just loaded with shad. Eric caught a bass back there, which we actually had on a balloon rig when we first got out there, but somebody, I ain't gonna mention no names, me, I let it pop off the hook as we were coming up here to move. So we lost our live bait. But nevertheless, we out here live today. What we got here, Eric?
He's a one-trick pony. He's yeah. Strictly catfish. Bass is
not my thing.
No bueno. Even when he's got it hooked for bait, he still loses.
I still lose it. He can talk bad about me there, folks. That right there, Eric Thomason, pro moderator. What is your ranking right now in the world?
Number one.
Number one in the world.
Angler in the world, and that's a little bit of a joke. I'm currently number one in the Hobie Angler of the Year point standings, and I've had 3 pretty solid tournaments, and it'll be short-lived after Dardanelle, which is in a couple of weeks, because some of the guys that have won events will get more points than I am, but I have
blah
more than likely qualified for the Tournament of Champions that you follow, which was the goal of mine, and that's why I wanted to fish those first 3. So I've gotten off.
This is getting long-winded, Eric. My God.
Good start, and happy to be pro moderating, taking a day off from bass fishing. So.
All right, boy, I didn't know I was getting you into an hour-long dissertation there on his resume. My God.
It's not every day you got the #1 ranked kayak fisher in the world on your program. So.
Oh my goodness. Well, nevertheless, we're gonna have some fun out here today, y'all. We're gonna have our lines out here. Hopefully, get some fish from the bank. We set up here on the bank, and hopefully, he's gonna reel them in if we get them. But hopefully we're going to have some clickers zinging here at some point in this live stream. But anyway, I'm going to get over here in the shade. Eric's going to call off some questions for me here, assuming y'all, I didn't even check to see if they could hear me. I assume they can.
I believe so. Your feed on mine is a little slow, but
okay.
I think the chats is rolling right on.
Okay.
We got about 220 folks in the chat, and when we get that up into the a little higher number in the next 30 minutes or so, we're gonna have some special announcements.
Yeah, folks, we got something coming for you today.
That's right. And so Coach Shane says, can he buy me a beer at Lake Dardanelle? I'm not actually going to go to Lake Dardanelle.
You're not. You teased them with it in your hour-long dissertation.
Well, I pretty much can kind of pick and choose now where I want to fish. And
yeah, when you're number one, you just fish whenever you damn well please, right?
Going to Hartwell and Pickwick, and we've looked at it on the map. It's about a 16-hour trek. We've talked about going to Lake Champlain up in New York. So
I mean, you're just gonna give them your whole itinerary.
Hey, we got a little content cash.
Content cash.
AD Bait and Tackle. Just want to say thank you for all your videos and the time you have given to entertain us all. Well, we appreciate
Well,
that.
thanks.
AD Bait and Tackle. Thank you.
AD Bait and Tackle.
Content cash of $5.
That's what we call in these donations now, content cash, because people's always wanting to know what's this money go for. And, you know, unfortunately, this YouTube stuff ain't free. You know, you got expenses and whatnot, computer gear, cameras, batteries, and all that. So these donations just help offset those costs for me to keep me in the business here. So thank you so much for that, A&D Bait and Tackle. I appreciate that.
No, another content
what happened?
cash,
What happened here?
$10, Circle Hook Production.
Hey, Clint Seeger, my man. What's his comment say here?
Well, he says, want to know if you caught all your slop fish in one trip, asking for a friend.
By gosh, Clint, I'm gonna tell you something. I went out yesterday morning there, and I set up in a creek. Not this same one, but kind of similar situation. Very shallow. I mean, I had my baits out super shallow. I got my bait. I had 3 rods out, and I had another one I need to tie a rig on. Before I could even get my camera going, I was tripled up. And just a blink of an eye, and all of them were like cookie cutter size. I had a 31 3/4, 31 1/2, a 31 in there. I mean, it was crazy. So if you're going to catch a bunch of cookie cutter size, it might as well be your slot fish, right? But hey, thanks, Clint. I appreciate that donation.
I want to give a shout out to Vance Williams. He says he's taking a late lunch so he could watch the video. We appreciate that, Vance.
Hey, Vance.
Enjoy your late lunch.
Yeah, thank you for making me part of your day here.
Keith Hensley says, Justin.
Keith.
Who do you miss most, me, Dottie, Simon, or Daryl?
Definitely you, Keith. Definitely. You're the man, Keith. If you ain't ever worked with Keith Hensley before, you don't know what you're missing out on, Eric.
I promise you I don't know what I'm missing out on.
Keith, I met a couple of your friends, by the way, at that last tournament check-in there, the Fishing for Soldiers tournament. They said they worked with you. I won't say what they said about you. No, I'm messing with you.
So, Jesse Felon says, first time watching live, rip up some lips. Justin, thank you, Justin.
Well, thanks for tuning in. I hope we get some fish out here today. Got skunked there in the last live stream, so you never know.
I'm feeling good about it. Got fresh bait.
Yeah.
And of course, the one we just got bit on is probably empty. So I don't know. We got anybody out there who wants us to do a bait check?
Nobody wants to do a damn bait check,
like
Eric. My
God.
God. None of these bass fishermen have any patience, y'all. None of them.
Boy. Got a shout out from Jose Ramon de la Cruz from El Paso, Texas. Man, we got to fish Lake Fork about a month ago, which was a tremendous experience. That was a lot of fun. So thank you for the shout out.
Eric, we got another content cash donation here that you've missed out on.
Well,
A&D Bait and Tackle. Have you ever thought about doing some chartering services?
he's not qualified.
I ain't qualified. How many times have I got you skunked there?
Careful what you wish for.
I'll have to put in like a no refund policy there. No, being a fishing guide ain't my deal. I thought long and hard about it 2 or 3 years ago. I actually did the due diligence on it, went and talked to an insurance agent, see what I needed, checked into licensing and all that, talked to some companies about giving me some gear or kayaks, getting all that set up. But at the end of the day, it just ain't for me. So you won't see me doing no guiding. I can recommend one for you if you're out here, but...
Eric Flowers says, just don't suck, no skunks today.
Oh my gosh, pressure's on, ain't it?
Come on, man.
Pressure's on. He's done missed one over here right when we went live.
Now,
if you'd have cranked down on the reel like I told you.
Well, I mean, I can't do everything, you know? I mean, it's, you guys know how it is.
Yeah.
Stepchild over here.
Who else we got here?
Chris Bellinger says, really like your content. I learned some new ways to fish for catfish from Newport News, Virginia.
Well, thanks for watching from Newport News.
Thomas
way up there.
Sebsick, if I didn't butcher
He's
that,
butchered your name.
Miracle. Do you know of any catfish tournaments that are happening up north?
Well, you can, I don't know about specifically up north, but the Kayaks and Cats Facebook group, they're running nationwide events. The slot tournament that you've seen in my last few videos, that is a nationwide event there. You can get in the Kayaks and Cats Facebook group, or they have a national tournament scene group called, I think it's Kayak Catfishing Tournaments is the Facebook group there. So
we got, I'm going to butcher this one too, Ruanto Kusumo. He is from Indonesia.
Indonesia.
He's watching, so
wow!
Shout out to an Indonesian individual.
Thank you for all the way to Indonesia. That is amazing.
And then Justin Wheeler wants to know what the water temperature is.
The water temperature right now is varying greatly. We were in the back of this creek. It was actually a little cooler, surprisingly. I thought it'd be warmer back. It was like 62. Out here where we're at now, 65. So I would have thought a warm day, it's like 70 degrees out here today. I would have thought it'd be hot in the back, but not so much.
72, Ernest told the pastor to pause our wedding so he could watch this live video.
Hey, all right.
That's not gonna last very long.
I don't. You going right from the wedding to the divorce court over a live stream that ain't gonna catch no fish. But thanks for making me part of your day. I might be the best man in this wedding. Does that mean I gotta buy him a wedding present?
I don't think so.
You think I'm off the hook on the wedding present?
Completely off the hook.
Is this wind noise getting on the camera right now, y'all? We got the wind blowing.
Come on, Zach. I know how to use a fishing pole. He said I didn't know how to use a fishing pole because I was a bass fisherman.
That's
so
right.
It's too big for me. You're probably right. Oh, goodness.
That wasn't a fish, y'all. That was the wind's blowing a butt into my kayak air over, and it engaged the clicker a little bit.
Vinny says he's got ADHD and he doesn't have patience for catfish. Let's see here. North Houston is on the hook. Patrick Montgomery said, want to know what hooks you use and what size line. I use those Roughneck rods also.
I use Mustad Demon Circle hooks, 10/0 size. And right now we got 40-pound Trilene big game main line and 80-pound mono leaders. What you laughing at over? What's going on? I'm missing out on the chat box.
Todd Dickinson says, is there going to pull his chair up and move around the bank every 5 to 10 minutes like most bass fishermen? I'm basically the one that talked him into moving because wasn't really feeling where we were at. And then we put the baits in the water right before live and looked like we probably got one that doesn't have any bait on it, if I had to guess. Who's up for a bait check?
Nobody's up for a damn bait check. Nobody. Speaking of him in that chair, you should have seen him trying to get out of that chair earlier for the one fish he actually caught.
It's just a little low to the ground. I didn't have good ergonomics set up on the first attempt there, but it was a nice blue. I believe he's gonna be able to get a video out of this one way or the other. So I
hope so.
We'll see that blue at some point.
Hoping to double dip out here today, y'all. Hoping to get an actual edited video and then a little live stream action here too. Hoping to make that coin here. We into April now. Fishing views are picking up on YouTube, so it's time to make $1 or $2.
Yeah, that's right. Shane Phillips says hello from Missouri.
Well, hello to Missouri, Shane Phillips.
Brian wants to know how come the camera's blurry. Probably because we're on cell service and we don't have the 2 bars. So this is probably
cell service out here is, you know, a better YouTuber would have fished somewhere with some cell service. Not this guy. We go out here BFE.
James Cameron's down for the bait check.
Well, you know what, James Cameron, you can come check it your damn self.
Is that the movie producer, James Cameron?
Yeah, I hope it is. If you're a movie producer, James Cameron, look at that face. I'm ready for the big screen.
So we got
some bass fishermen coming this way.
You're probably gonna run over our lines.
I was telling Eric, this creek being here so narrow, you know, 75 yards across. We need a bass boat to just come right across our lines and just take them all down through there. That would make the video, wouldn't it?
So let's see, fishing with Big Mike. He asked if we've got the skipjack for bait. Yeah, and it is freshly caught this morning. Mike.
Yep, I went out and got some fresh this morning, so we'd be good to go on this live stream.
I tell you, he treats me. He took me bait fishing with him and then gave it all to somebody else. And that's some BS. I mean, I caught all the skipjack and he gave it away to somebody else. Yeah,
how many rigs did I have to retie for?
Oh my gosh, $15 content cash from Helena Fryer.
Let me see if I can click on that.
Your videos get me through the bitter North Dakota winters. I know I'm only catching channel casts, but we grow them big up here.
Yeah, you do.
River access 6 months out of the year. Outstanding.
Thank you so much, Kalina. I appreciate that. And y'all do, if I had the size channel cats down here that y'all do up there, I'd like them a whole lot more. I'd fish for them more often.
Eric has done just fine on this trip, Valley Adventures. I've got a blue cat on the board. And,
you didn't do it live, though, so it don't count.
Didn't do it live, but again, we were probably fishing with 3 baits instead of 4 because that one fish ate the bait.
Well, because you couldn't crank down on it like a catfishman's supposed to.
I'm surprised you don't catch any drum. You know, we catch some drum, Thomas.
Usually catch them bass fishing.
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
That is one of it'll break your heart, you know, throwing crankbaits for bass. A lot of times drum will choke a crankbait and you think you got a big bass and you're like, uh-oh, that's not what we're looking for. So Brian Slack says, why are you wearing a life jacket sitting on the bank? You know, that's a great question.
It might flood, you know. We gotta be safe at all times up
Yeah.
here.
I mean, it's just I think it just. Here's the thing: if you don't wear it, somebody's going to be like, "Why don't you have your life jacket on?" And it's like, you know what? We fish competitively, and all these tournaments require a PFD. So
that's the political answer. The real answer for me is this life jacket also doubles as my camera holder. So when we actually get a fish later, if we do,
content cash.
I'm gonna shove this camera right here and be able to film.
Bud Brutus for $19.99.
$19.99.
Brutus, no question.
Bud Brutus.
Well,
thank you for the content cash, Bud. I appreciate that, man. That's awesome.
Justin is not cool as the other side of the pillow.
No, I'm not. I ain't cool. Well, everybody go to Missouri, do their crappie fishing right now. That's what they call them in North Carolina, is crappie. They don't say crappie. Crappie.
Art 1 Ton Fishing Club. When are you coming to fish Kerr Lake, Bugs Island?
That's a good question. I don't know. I want to get away a few more trips this year, you know, especially when I got this content cash coming in. And you know, put that to use, but I don't know exactly when I'll make it up there, but it's on the to-do list. Y'all got a great fishery up there.
Robert Phillips is from Turkey, North Carolina. Says he doesn't have skipjack, but they have
hickory shad, or American shad.
Hickory and American shad, yeah. And so that's great bait.
Who's calling you, Eric? We're busy.
I don't know.
Don't you know you're on the clock right now? He ain't getting paid a dime today, but he's on the clock.
It's not anybody important.
Ain't nobody important. one of his many women, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably.
They calling again.
No, it's
same one.
I didn't hit the button. It's just
my gosh. You know, you think a good employee would turn their phone off during the work day. He's over here taking calls during our live stream.
Whisker Getter is highly recommending the Potomac River as it's loaded with big blues.
Okay. I think that's up there in D.C., ain't it? I think so.
I believe that is. I believe that's where Captain...
I think that's where
Sully landed the plane in the Potomac.
Sully,
he landed in the Hudson. That's right. I just watched that movie.
Oh, it's Chunky Cats that fishes the Potomac.
Yeah.
Chunky Cat's fishing there on YouTube. He fishes up there in the Potomac, I think.
How about coming to Tennessee to fish Marrowbone Lake?
I ain't never heard of it.
Would love to see you make a video there.
You ever heard of Marrowbone Lake?
No, he says it's in Middle Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
James Bryant, give me a city, a landmark, a Sonic or a map.
I ain't never heard of it. I don't get out much, y'all. I'll stay here in the Knoxville area. I got everything we need right here.
That's right. Okay.
Oh, we got James Cameron here, the movie director.
Check your bait. Check your bait from William Hendry.
No, we ain't checking no dang baits. We're gonna check James Cameron's comment. He's giving some content cash, $10 here.
Thanks for doing bank fishing video. It's not many. Let's see, not many out. Me and my dad look for bank fishing videos. I see what you're saying. So we appreciate. Well, we were just talking about that it's something that we feel is a little bit of a void as far as being able to do this, and you know, even someone like me could somewhat replicate what we're doing, and you know, potentially catch a nice quality fish. So appreciate the content.
Yeah, James, thank you so much. I like this bank fishing, you know, especially right now. Our water level's up, but it's not today anyway. It's not completely up, so. You know, we got a little bit of shore access here to be able to pull up. Once it gets full pool, you got all these overhanging trees and stuff, and the bank access gets real limited. But, you know, out here today, and of course in the fall and winter, it's good. It's a relaxing way to fish, and I like hearing them clickers go off, but got to have somebody that can catch the fish.
Yeah, Marrowbone is in Davidson County, Jolton, Tennessee. And is Davidson Nashville?
I don't know.
Davidson County, I think, is Nashville-ish, so it's got to be somewhere there. Creole Catfishing with content cash.
Creole Catfish. They show up every time. $19.99.
Bone. I don't know what. I can't speak French. He says Bone Pêche from Louisiana, so that's some kind of a coon ASS term, but we love the coon ASSs up here in East Tennessee.
Well, you know what? I like your style. Thank you for the content cash. Appreciate it, man, and I appreciate you watching too. You tune in every time, and I really appreciate it. I know these live streams, I always think they're boring, you know, because most people, you can't hardly make a fish bite on command, and We sure ain't done. How long we been live now? 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Nothing going on,
Well,
so.
yeah, well, actually, yeah, just a little under 20 minutes. Eric Farrell says, do you do any fishing near Douglas? We had a 10 cat bass tournament, I guess 2 weekends ago at Douglas, and it actually fished pretty good. We had to stop the tournament early due to weather, but it is, I think Douglas, oddly enough, is per capita the most populated of bass in this general area, and there are some big ones in there too. So, do you ever do any catfishing on Douglas?
I don't ever go up there. It's about an hour for me.
Yeah, I
So.
guess it is a little further.
I was going to fish the bass tournament up there, though, a couple weeks ago, but when I saw the weather was going to be bad, I was like, they're going to get delayed and canceled, and that's exactly what happened. They should have postponed that damn thing.
Thank you for the translation, Creole catfishing. Bon pêcher means good fishing. So
okay, all right.
Need a little Cajun luck here.
Yeah.
And get that.
We need our Google Translate on here.
We need to get that little, what do you call it, the voodoo doll? Get that voodoo
doll
and get us some good.
Yeah, they got voodoo down there in
they
Louisiana.
The voodoo, call it a rut.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
a rut?
A rut. It's like a spell.
Okay.
Look it up.
All right. How you spell rut?
Rut.
Rut.
Root.
Root.
I don't know how to spell.
You say root or rut?
A rut. It's Cajun, so it's hard telling how it's spelled.
Well, God Almighty.
And I'm probably saying it wrong.
Yeah, we get back to the fishing questions.
Oh boy. Okay, Kelly Chambers says, I love your show. What kind of reel do you use or suggestions for one? That might be a good
That's a good segue.
Segue into what we're doing. We got 324 people in the chat, and so
okay. That's perfect timing.
So what I'll do is I'll just kind of set it up for the talent over here. We're gonna be going live 3 times this month, and we're doing that for a number of reasons, and I'll kind of let Justin get into that. But one of the things that we've done is we've partnered with a local tackle shop, and they have donated a really nice Daiwa reel for us to give away to our viewing audience, and we're going to kind of connect that to content cash donations. So any time between now and the end of April, anybody that gives us $5 will get 1 entry, and we'll just basically, you know, for a $19.99 you'll get 4 entries, and then we'll do a live at CNC Outdoors, which is in West Knoxville, Farragut area, on the corner of North Shore and Concord. And Holly Trudell is just a fantastic manager there, and she's super supportive of Justin and his YouTube channel. She's also running our East Tennessee kayak angling weeknight tournaments that a lot of times Justin will do some videos on and have some content there as well. So with that being said, I have a picture of the reel that we'll show here at some point, but I'll let Justin kind of talk about, you know, the plan to go live 3 times. Probably 2 of those we're going to try to do what we're doing here, so we may try to get a big one on live, and then we'll finish that up at CNC, and we'll gather the entries, and then we'll draw. And this is basically kind of what we're using, a little different model, but yeah. It's I don't know, $150
reel.
$50 reel.
If you can find them.
If you can find them, which, you know, things are being difficult to find nowadays with that going on. So I'll kind of put it in your court, sir. Yeah,
I'll show you the reel. So Holly there gave me one of the reels that I use, and I use these Daiwa Seagate reels. This is the SGT 35 model. So they're a little larger, really larger than what I need for what I do. I like that size right there because it has 48 inches per handle turn. When you go to the smaller size, you go down to 35 inches per handle turn. But Holly there gave us the SGT 30 model, which is about a comparable size to an Abu Garcia 7000 C3. So very good size for catfishing. And Holly, man, I can't speak highly enough about her. She's awesome. She wanted to give this reel to me to give to one of you all. And, you know, I'm not the type of person that's going to give stuff away on a channel. People pester me in the comments all the time. Well, say, Justin, why don't you do a giveaway? And my attitude has always been towards, like, look, I give away my time making these videos. I give away what's 3 bits of knowledge I have, and I burn every good fishing spot I have to the ground. If you need more than that, you can kiss my ass. I ain't doing no damn giveaways and going out and buying stuff and packaging and shipping and all that. I ain't gonna do it. But in this situation, you know, Holly Tridell, CNC Outdoors, wanted to do this, trying to, you know, get some promotion from her store and help you all out. And she's going to take care of the shipping and all of that. So we thought, well, what's a good way to go about giving that thing away? And I thought, you know, we do these live streams. People are donating to me on here and whatnot. And so I want to give back to those who give the most to me. And we thought, just everybody who's donating, we'll do an entry for every $5. We'll do like a little Excel spreadsheet over the next couple live streams, because we're going to go live 3 times, like Eric said, 2 from the riverbank and 1 from her store. And then we'll just do like a random number generator, pull out a hat, and Holly there will ship you all the reel. So it's a really nice reel, $150 if you can find them. I know Amazon's always sparse quantities on there. They're hard to get. I know my links don't work half the time because you can't keep nothing in stock right now. But, you know, Holly's shop there, right there on the corner of North Shore and Concord. And if you're in East Tennessee, you're doing bank fish in that area right there, Concord Park, Turkey Creek, what's that other one there? Carl Cowan's up that same road.
Rocky Point.
Rocky
right
Point.
There. It's an easy access.
A lot of good bank fishing right there by her shop, and she sells skipjack. She's got shad in there, so she's a good location there to get bait if you're at the end of the month. So anyway, I've went on and on about this, but yeah, we're just, you know, y'all are helping me out here on these live streams with this content cache, which you know, is a big help to me. You know, this YouTube channel for me, it's, you know, it started out a hobby, just posting up videos whenever, trying to be a resource for the kayak catfishing community. And over the course of time here, the last few years, it's just grown and grown and grown, and it's turned into, you know, a small business for me, really. I mean, I have to treat it like a business. The IRS makes me do that. And so along with that comes extra expenses. I got to hire an accountant. I got to have better quality gear and stuff like that. And so these donations really a big help to me, and I appreciate it so much.
Moderators are damn expensive. Let me tell you something.
Well, this one here is cheap. I went down to the bush leagues to find this one. So now that I've rambled on, I'm sure there's been 5,000 questions since then. Did I cover everything, Eric?
I think so. I think you did a nice job, and we'll kind of hit on that as we.
Yeah, we'll bring it up a few more times.
Get some action here, and
we got to get Holly enough promotion. God mighty, she's paid for it.
That's right. That is exactly right. I think John Shaw says he smells a bite in the next 5 minutes.
Well, how much you willing to bet on that? Because I might bet against you.
He wants to know, he noticed that certain times of the year you've gotten better quality fish on white bass versus skipjack. Curious if you've ever tried them in the early spring. Love your channel.
Yeah, I use white bass whenever I get them, but it's more of a, generally more of a late spring, summer bait for me is when I do the best with them. We've got some more content cache here, Eric. You've missed out.
Well, you know what?
I'm going to butcher the name. It's either Jared or Gerard Stevenson.
That one that you were rambling, and
you just thought we'd have skipped him then? It says, long-time follower from Oklahoma. Thank you so much for the content cache there. That'll get you, what, 4 entries to that reel?
Jared, that's right. Where is Lake Texoma? Because I was fortunate enough to fish in Oklahoma in that same Texas trip. I fished Broken Bow, which was a lot of fun. So
there's some big catfish down there in Texoma. Somebody had a record down there.
Yeah, I mean those.
At one point in time, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
I saw it in a magazine, or I can't remember all the details of it, but.
Yeah, Todd Howell asked a really good question.
Todd Howell?
Todd Howell.
The weatherman, Channel 10 News?
It may be, actually, now that I can barely
If you're weatherman Todd Howell, I got a bone to pick with you, but I'll go ahead and answer your question. I can't call him weatherman. You got to call him meteorologist. They get offended.
Local celebrity Todd Howell, maybe not. We got to skip him because Catfish Reaper donated $20.
$20, Catfish Reaper.
Shout out
Thank you, Catfish Reaper.
I fished Lake Norman, nice place. That's where all the high rent district houses are all on that lake.
I probably can't afford to fish Lake Norman.
Yeah,
I'll have to sleep in Catfish Reaper's basement or something. I go over there.
I think that's where the NASCAR, pros live.
Now, what was Todd Howell asking me? Let's skip.
He's got a good question.
Let's circle back to the weatherman.
He said, do the shad seek warmer weather this time of year? Is this why you're finding fish in shallow water? Are you using a Santee Cooper rig or Carolina, Texas rig?
I feel like there was a lot of questions there.
If he's a weatherman, no wonder. I mean, I
Well,
don't
you
know.
can't call them weathermen. It's meteorologists. They went to
I'll
school
call
for
him
it.
a damn weatherman all day long.
Well, by God, you can. They wrong on the weather all the time anyway. Let's say, what was the question? Is the shad? Yeah.
Shallower because of the shad going to warmer water, and then
Yeah.
basically what kind of rig you got going on.
Yeah, they'll follow that warmer water, but I'll be honest with you, I get a lot of shad when I'm throwing a net in the winter months too, real shallow. But I generally get most when I'm netting, I get them shallow year round. But right now, there's a lot of bait in this in the backwaters because there's a big. I think it's more just the temperature difference from main channel to the backwaters. It's a huge difference right now with the metabolism, getting on in the spring, metabolism and all that. They're really back there in good numbers. But as far as our rigs go, we got a Carolina rig on all 4 rods right now. That's what I'm using most of the time. What are you giggling at over there?
Somebody said, "Quit talking and start fishing."
Yeah.
Yeah, we are fishing, dog. This is how it works.
Well, that's how it works for catfishing.
Hurry up and wait. OMG! $100.
$100? Is that a typo?
No.
Who is that?
It's our girlfriend Mud Tramp.
Hey, Becca's here in the live
Takes care
stream.
of us.
Man, Becca, I tell you, she's like my sugar mom or something. She donates every live stream we
I
do.
can't do the math on that. That's 20 entries for that reel.
Heck yeah.
I hope you win that thing.
Becca's got a better chance than anybody right now.
She's
Thank you so
in
much,
the
Becca.
clubhouse, so.
You know how much that $100 you're getting, Eric? Not a damn dime.
Yeah.
You ain't earned a penny out here today.
Anybody out here, a attorney, I could use some contract negotiation help.
How you gonna afford that attorney when I ain't paying you nothing? You better hope they pro bono.
So Patrick said that Texoma.
Well, you had to be near it.
Well, we were 2 hours from Lake Fork at Broken Bow, so I don't know if that was. Texas borders the whole state of Oklahoma, so that could have been miles and miles from us because we were right in the corner, just north of Dallas.
I always heard there ain't 2 things come out of Texas, but you can't say that. You can't say that on YouTube.
Why not?
Well, you can't. I think it's offensive today. Look at that. As soon as look at that. Nothing.
Mine is sitting here like you're.
Yeah, you're playing on mine, so I mean
It's just it's kind of close out and go back into it.
Well, heck far, y'all. Better YouTuber would have found somebody somewhere with some cell service to go live from. Oh well. We gave it the college try. What did we get here? $284 in content cash. Oh, Clint says we're back on here.
Okay.
I don't know what went wrong, Clint. I guess my cell service just sucks. Did you see Eric make a fool of himself trying to reel in a fish? He's done missed like I don't know how many fish now. He's missed all of them. Eric Flowers says I see you. Out here like on the water, you see me? No. Brett says it's back. We got 105 in here now. Y'all, I don't know what happened. I guess we lost service. I hope we lost service when the disaster hit and Eric had all these damn lines snagged up and backlashed. We got 3 baits out. One of them snagged. One of them's getting hit right there again, looked like. Yeah. This whole lot. See, I hate this. Another reason why I hate being live, Eric. This right here. You can't control nothing. You out here on the water, ain't got no service. Stephen Murray says we're back.
I can't get the.
Clint says Circle Hook Productions says Elon Musk heard our Texas joke. Probably cut off our damn cell service.
He might have.
So yeah, y'all, I don't know where it said we missed all that. Dang. Well, there was a disaster. We didn't catch any fish. We had 3 runs in a row. Eric tried reeling in 2 and well, it didn't work out. And then I tried reeling in 1. He wasn't hooked up and I got snagged on the way in. So
if Catfish Kayak that can't reel one in. It had nothing to do with operator.
I didn't want to catch that one. I was trying to reel in.
I wish I could get this thing stream. I can't see what anybody's saying.
Dan's Creations and Adventures says, welcome back, Justin and guest. That's all you are is guest, Eric.
That's right.
That's pro moderator right there, but
I don't mind being a guest.
you're guest. You're a lousy fisherman today.
That's a fact, Jack.
We had chances to catch multiple fish on video, and we couldn't get the video to work, and you couldn't catch them anyway. I guess I got to do the comments here, y'all. Pro moderator, he's buffering over here.
Yeah. I got nothing.
I got 148 in here, it looks like. Let's see.
Use my phone. Can I use my phone?
You can use your phone, yeah. Coach Shane, that 2x4 setup is legit. I built one for suspending 2 rods on my smaller kayak. It's game trip. Well, I'm glad it's working out for you there, Shane. Let me see. Hell, I've then lost the comments again. This is a disaster, folks. Absolute disaster. I ain't never going live again. Well, we got to do 2 more to do Holly's reel giveaway. I'm committed to 2 more live streams, y'all.
All right, let's see here.
Okay, he's back in the game here. He's watching an advertisement. I might actually make something from this on the ad revenue. YouTube's been dicking me over on the ad revenue, man. Okay,
All right, Matt.
You gonna turn the volume down over there, or we gonna listen to me on the?
Hey, you need to check yourself.
Yeah.
Before you wreck yourself.
I need a moderator. I'm hiring y'all. I need a moderator.
Matt Raper, $20.
Matt Raper, $20. Thank you.
Is that? Did you already
No.
notify that?
No, I didn't.
Says, hey man, seen you at Home Depot last Sunday. Was gonna say hello, but didn't have the time. Love your videos. Keep it up, man.
Well, hey, all right.
He would
What was I
probably let
getting?
you pay for his stuff at Home Depot.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know what I did last weekend. I had to go on there. I had to rebuild the toilet. I had to fix the shitter last week. So yeah, that's what I was doing at Home Depot.
Stephen Murray with $20 needs a new reel. Catch a big one, he said.
Hey, Stephen, all right. He finished 3rd in the catfish tournament last weekend. Congrats, Stephen.
Coach Shane said disaster alert. I think maybe he caught some of that.
Well, by God, did you see any of that, Coach Shane? Did you see any of that mess that was going on? I'm gonna need me a moderator out here that can catch a fish.
Man, I'm more focused on moderating. I mean, I catch so many fish.
One trick pony. You gotta be able to chew gum and walk, man.
Fish, you know, it's like
you gotta be able to multitask. You wanna work for me.
I hear that. And get paid the same.
The next intern I get, she's gonna be 18, hot and blonde.
Yeah.
Probably cost a little more.
I'll go down to the University of Tennessee and do some recruiting. All right.
Are we buffering again here? No, we got 180 people in there now.
79, that's great.
Elon Musk turned my cell service back on, I guess.
Yeah.
I wonder if it had something to do when I turned the camera around, put it in my chest, if it jiggled the wire. I got a battery pack hooked in here or something. I don't know if that messed with it.
Paul Roberts says, hey, Justin, can you do another giveaway, maybe your extra kayak? He ain't giving his kayak away.
I ain't giving no. Not unless a company wants to pay me to give it away, by God.
Pay by the
These
minute,
people think I'm made of money.
Pay by the minute, not by the hour.
Yeah.
We caught fishing with Billy. We caught a nice.
Oh, panfish Billy's here.
A nice blue when we first started, and then prior to going live, we made a little bit of a move, and then we've had, quite honestly, a good amount of action. We just haven't converted.
Who didn't convert, Eric?
All of us, everybody that's on the riverbank currently.
Yeah. Uh-oh. That rod right there got hit. The one on the far left here.
Come on, baby. Eat up.
Something messing with there. The line went slack.
Y'all do the dance. Here we go.
Reel that slack in. It was hitting it there, messing with it, probably channel catch or something, but it knocked some slack in my line. I wish something would hit that rod right there and knock it free from whatever it's snagged in. Nothing but problems out here, y'all. Nothing but problems. Y'all see the edited version. Nothing ever goes smoothly.
Robert Phillips says, thank God y'all don't get paid y'all don't get paid by per fish.
Boy, that's the truth. We'd be broke, wouldn't we?
I'd be all eating peanuts. Where are the Michelob Ultras? That's a great question. I should have brought some. I got my cooler, but I'm alcohol free today, not for any good reason.
Well, you got an hour drive home.
I do. That's probably a good reason. But Statham going to Del Hollow the week before Memorial Day. Come join him. And I don't think I can ever get.
I'll probably never go to Del Hollow again.
He's going to Del Hollow. He didn't have a good. He didn't have a good time there.
No, that was a bucket.
He couldn't get him on the Gulp minnows, and he was about ready to shoot himself.
Yeah,
so it was fun to watch.
Del Hollow was one of them kind of bucket list trips for me, and didn't live up to my expectations. I'll probably never go back.
We did see some interesting wildlife. Saw a bobcat.
Oh God, here we go.
Saw eagles. Saw 2 rams, battering rams, or goats with horns. I'm not sure what they were.
I have heard the bobcat and ram story 87 times.
I actually caught that on video. He didn't want to. He said he didn't think that would benefit his content.
No,
like, okay.
And my audience don't want to see no rams.
1999.
Hey, Ryan. What's Ryan saying?
I can't hardly read. It's too small. Wanting to come south to fish in Tennessee River. Where would be a good couple ramps near Lenore City? That's right.
Well,
right where we're at wouldn't be terrible.
Yeah. I assume you're going to be staying in the Lenore City area. So, if you're coming in a boat, the launch that most people use in Lenore City is the Fort Loudon Tellico Canal ramp, and it's a huge parking lot, multiple boat ramps, easy access there. That's a pretty good one to use. Lenore City Park over there's another one. It's got a very steep ramp, so even when the water's low, you can get in and out there pretty easy. But if you're going to be on Loudon, that's the Fort Loudon Tellico Canal would be the best ramp there to use for you as far as ease of access, and that'll put you there. That'll put you on the lower end of Loudon, and you can make a run, anywhere through there that you'd want to fish. And thank you for the donation, by the way.
Absolutely, Thomas Sevick, I believe it is, says, "Do you guys have a frog bite in September, October?" Yeah, so it's a great question. In this Tennessee River system, basically,
this is going to be an hour-long dissertation here. Y'all got him started.
Well, I am the #1 kayak angler in the world right now. So
bass fishing.
That's right.
You number 5,000 in catfish today.
Yeah, I don't hit the spectrum on catfishing, but basically, Chick, Watts Bar, and Gunnersville are your 3 best bets for a good frog bite, simply because of the amount of grass. In all 3 of those, you're going to find mats. Not so much in Loudon. Certain areas you can kind of have some grass. It's rarely matted, if ever. But yeah, there is a frog bite in the Tennessee River.
Yeah, I mean, you wrapped that up quick. I'm impressed with you. You're getting better at this.
I know they want you. I know who the talent is.
I mean, yeah, I'm the talent. You're the fluffer here. That's how it works.
All good.
Let's see. Is that another donation there? No, it's Ryan. Okay.
He's trying.
Well, I was making sure we don't miss nobody. I want to make sure everybody gets their acknowledgement.
Panfish Billy wants you to tell the story when y'all met.
I met you the first time in Academy, right?
Me? I don't know when the hell I met you.
I think it was at Academy, but I bet he's wanting me to tell the story about when I met him.
I believe that was what I said.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, the way you said it, I thought you was wanting me to say when I met you.
So here he gets all up in my grill at Academy. He's like, "Man, aren't you angler of the year?"
Yeah, I was trying to get an autograph,
and I was like, "Man, slow down."
I was trying to get an autograph, a selfie, some secret bass tips and stuff. He had his dogs with him, and I was like, I'm gonna try to create a distraction and steal his dogs because they're awesome.
Yeah, I do have awesome dogs.
No, Billy, I met Billy. He messaged me because I had a kayak for sale on Facebook, and he said something like, I don't want to buy your kayak, but I hate that you're selling it. I like your videos. And I'm like, who the hell is this guy? But then I ended up messaging him a few more times there, and we went fishing one day, and I busted my ass on the boat ramp. And Billy about flipped his kayak, which I never heard the end of it about it. And yeah, that's the story of me and Panfish Billy. And that's the story of how me and Eric met too, at Academy.
I like Academy sports. I know they're
They
not
never
paying,
have anything.
I know they're not paying for anything on this video, but
I know.
I'm a big supporter of Cat.
Well, next time you go in there, tell them as much promotion as they get from cheap ass rods I use, they ought to be
Thomas says
tipping me
his
something.
name is pronounced Sev Check, and he was talking about catching catfish on frogs.
Oh, he don't give a crap about bass fishing.
He
See?
says we get good catfish bite on frogs. Now that is some shit that would interest me more than what we're doing today.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't ever use frogs, but it'd be interesting to try.
I've seen some of those clips of those giant Asian catfish where they're like hitting frogs on top water. You ever see that?
I've seen some of that stuff, yeah. Them
Ever
whales.
watch any good YouTube?
Oh, no. No. I ain't seen no. I've seen some good YouTube, but it ain't on my channel.
Isaac Sanchez, man, we've really screwed up on not getting skunked because we had 3 bites.
We've had opportunities here.
Flurry of bad
Eric's
cell
hell-bent
service.
on getting me skunked, and the cell phone towers don't give a crap if we even have a video today. So, but you know who does give a crap about us having video day? Holly with CNC Outdoors there in West Knoxville. She gives a crap so much she's donated one of these reels, Daiwa Seagate reels. Everybody that's giving content cash, $5 gets you an entry, and we're going to do it at the end of the month. We're going live 2 more times, hopefully somewhere that has cell service next time, and we're going to draw out a winner.
99 says thanks for the tip. We'll head that way from West Virginia next month, bringing my low Pathfinder jet. Amazing content, sir.
Okay, well, thank you again for the donation. I hope you have a good trip down here. Hope you catch some big ones. Next month will be a good month. April and May here are usually really good. The spawn starts kind of, June's always a lousy month here in East Tennessee. It can kind of start sometimes depending on the weather, late May, sometimes go into early June, but you'll be here at a good time if you're in here in May. I got a fly or bee or something here.
Yeah.
Well, I got stuff going on here, y'all.
Okay, this is the one I wanted to address. Chef J. Wooden, if you don't mind, what was your all's first kayak setups and why kayak fishing? You want to go first or second?
Well, I can go first, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, they pay to see me, Eric. Me. It's the Kayak Catfish show. No, my first kayak setup was a cheap Dick's Sporting Goods Field and Stream. What model was it? Some kind of Talon or something like that. It was a sitting side. Most uncomfortable kayak ever. I almost gave up kayak fishing before I got started, really. But I mounted me some rod holders on that thing and went out there and caught some in it and enjoyed it enough that I thought I'm gonna try to get me a better quality kayak with a better seat. And I'm glad I did, because it's really turned into a passion of mine here. I just absolutely love it. It's so much fun to catch fish in a kayak, and almost didn't happen because old Dick's Sporting Goods and I think it was a Memorial Day sale where I bought that cheap ass piece of garbage. Yeah, that's it. That's the story.
So for me, I grew up fishing, recreationally, mostly crappie fishing with my late father, and enjoyed it. And then, living in the Tri-Cities up in East Tennessee, kind of ended up trout fishing, wading in the river. And I got to where I was wade fishing quite a bit. And one thing led to another. And somebody says, man, I was like, we can get to some spots out of kayaks, and I was like, that sounds interesting. And I had a buddy that had way too much money and a bunch of kids and lived on the lake, and I was like, man, you got a kayak over there that you don't need? He's like, well, my son's wanting to sell his, and I got a 10-foot lure Moken for a steel, and didn't know anything about anything. And long story short, got hooked up with the group with East Tennessee Kayak Anglers, and went out and started fishing their weeknight events, and that's about 6 years ago. And this sport has just absolutely just taken off. And I had 2 or 3 different sponsors. I was with River Sports, with Uncle Lim's, and now got a good home at Frontier Outdoors. They take good care of me. And kind of the cool thing for me is you can get places you can't get to in a regular motorboat, and you got a lot of versatility. And in these, his deal with the motor is phenomenal for covering water. And then I'll cover.
He's got the Hobie Pro Angler over now.
I'll cover sometimes as many as 10 to 12 miles in a tournament if I'm doing one-way float, where we've got a pickup vehicle. I mean, we've done it as many as 17 miles. So, you see all kinds of cool nature, and it's very peaceful. So, as long as I'm able to do this at a pretty good level, I'll probably steer clear of motorboats. But at some point, as I get older and whatnot, I might look at a jet boat because I really like fishing the rivers.
Well, from watching you try to get out of that chair earlier, it may be sooner than later that you end up in a jet boat.
I'm at a bad angle. This chair is it's like a recumbent bike.
I thought I was going to have to give you a hand to get you up out of that thing.
So Arthur Miller wants to know who the hell taught me how to read, and the problem is the reading is relatively decent. I have an MBA and a pretty decent amount.
He's a pretty smart fella, believe it or not.
But I can't see the screen, my man. So
in the sun.
It's not that I can't read. I can't see the damn words. So just in case you need to know that, there you go.
Yeah, we're having a hard time out here. He had his iPad, which is bigger, and it's easier to see the chat box, but the cell service is so bad out here, he can't access it. It's buffering on his screen.
Y'all riddle me this. I got one bar on my phone, and it's working beautifully, and I've got 2 bars on the iPad, and I can't get it to work. So where's Elon at?
Well, you need to call AT&T and bitch to them, because none of my audience cares right now. They want results. Not
be a good sponsor. It is bright out there. Big Fish Mike says it's bright out there.
Yeah, it's a sunny day. It's a beautiful day out here. Just can't get no fish to bite.
Catfish Billy says he gave up kayaks for a jet boat, and he always had bad luck in a kayak. Said Justin is the #2 kayak guy behind Denny.
Denny? Does Denny still do videos? Yeah, I don't know. Poor Denny. Man, I'd offered him a deal of a lifetime a few years ago. He'll know what I'm talking about. He probably won't watch a live stream. Didn't work out for him in the end.
Now, I think I don't like Eric Flowers here. We might give him some free interest. He says he liked my story better than yours. Can we swap hosts? We could, but we wouldn't have any place to put all this content cache. It'd come in so fast and furiously, we'd have to.
I know, you'd be like, they'd be making it rain on you.
Okay, Steelers 7 times. Nobody cares, but okay. Which would you rather fish, ledge or creek channel?
Depends on the time of year. Right now, I'd rather be in the creek channel. So that's where I've been getting my fish. Not today, but here lately. But no, most of the year, I'd rather be on a ledge, main channel ledge. Well, you're having private conversations over here.
No, I didn't realize what was going on. Seeking the Truth for $10. Says Eric could talk the norms off a billy goat. Horns. I guess horns. Yeah.
I'll tell you, you don't get him started, he won't shut up. I'm telling you. And thanks for the donation, by the way.
Leon Berry for $50.
Leon?
Entries. Who is Leon Berry?
Leon Berry just got him 10 entries in there for the reel.
Heck yeah.
Thanks, Leon.
You the man.
He didn't leave no comment or nothing, did he? Well, thank you for the content cache there, Leon.
Hello from Oak Ridge, Clinch River. Been tough near Gallagher Bridge lately. Thanks for always making awesome videos, Justin.
I ain't been over there to the Gallagher Bridge lately, but I'm gonna get over there soon.
David Bowman. I don't know if you know David Bowman.
No. Well, I might have met him. Don't know him by name.
Our chat is up to 259.
We got some people in there. It's amazing. We must not be buffering. We actually got some people in the chat box.
So if you guys missed this earlier, I'll just kind of recap it a little bit. We're gonna go live 3 times in April.
You got talking to this camera.
And we're gonna go live 3 times in April, and we are going to more than likely go live from the riverbank a second time. And then the third time we'll be at CNC Outfitters over off of North Shore and Concord in West Knoxville Farragut area. Great just partner for the fishing community, regardless of what type of fishing you do. Holly Trudell runs a wonderful shop there, and she was kind enough to donate Justin and us a real nice Daiwa catfishing reel. And so any content cash we get, any donations we get in $5 increments, we'll enter you into a drawing, which we will draw live for in the third of 3 lives. So we hadn't gone live since, I think, New Year's Eve. Mm-hmm. And we've been talking about kind of how we want to structure it. We get a lot of questions. What are you doing with the donations? What are you raising money for? And, truth of the matter is Justin's working his tail off to get you guys content. And it's not easy, and it's very time consuming, and there's costs associated with that. So there will probably be a time where we do raise some money for a good cause of his choice. But right now, we're going to focus on bringing you content, trying to do some more lives to get you guys engaged. And Holly was kind enough to partner with us and felt like it would benefit her shop. So if you guys are in this area or plan to travel to, Sevierville, Gatlinburg area, it's not too far of a drive to get over here to do some catfishing. Around her shop, you've got Turkey Creek.
Get it there, Eric.
Here we go.
Let's see. Hold on. Let's see if he may have just hit it.
False alarm.
False alarm there. He knocked some slack in the line. Let's see. Let's see what's going on here. I think it was probably just a dink. Well, heck far. Another false alarm. Skunk is still intact, Eric.
It's not a skunk. We've caught a fish today. So
well, it's skunk on the live stream.
It's not alive. It's not alive.
Anyway, what he was saying though, check out Holly there, CNC Outdoors, kind enough to give us this reel. And yeah.
Yeah, and just, we're going to, really try and bring something to you from the riverbank, that's going to be cool and fun. And, sometimes the fish cooperate, sometimes they don't. And I think we're probably going to do some scouting so that we find a place where we've got, some really good signals so we don't have buffering. And we'd like to build on participation in these. So, we're thrilled to have what we have today. And as long as we've got service and you guys have got questions and want to contribute to the drawing of the reel and contribute content cash, John Drummond for $14.99.
Hey, John, thank you.
He's on the river up in Ohio. He said, be safe and have a good time.
Well, I hope you're having a better day catching fish than we are, John.
Yeah.
And thank you for the donation there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I tell you, it's always something with this live stream. I hate going live. I hate it with a passion because, number one, there's no takebacks. If you screw up and you accidentally say the wrong thing or the wrong thing could be misconstrued, you're done. The world will just shut you down. And then two, there's always problems. Like, I finally figured out how to keep my phone charged here. I got me a special hold, which you can't see right now because it's holding it. But I got me a phone holder so I can do this and put it on the chest if we go live. And now, never dawned on me to make sure I got good cell service down here so we could actually do this video today. But always something, folks. But we're going to get better at it over time. I promise you that.
Yeah, I think we've talked about, doing it from the water in the kayaks, which is whole nother level of opportunity to create some bloopers. But we like I said, time and effort and planning and strategy goes into every trip. So, that's the truth of the matter. Chad McCullum is watching from Fort Worth, Texas.
Hey, thanks, Chad.
And says that Ray Roberts has good-sized blue cats.
Okay. Do they have good cell service there? That's important if we're going to do a video there.
That is that's a world-class bass fishery, I believe.
Oh, get that now. Get that one now. This is the one, Eric. This is the one. Crank. There you go. He's got it. He's got him. You can pick up on. There you go. We're going to get a fish live here on YouTube. I'm going to put this back in the chest holder here. Get that clicker off there, Eric. You're driving them insane. People is tuning out right now. I hope we're not buffering. He's getting him a catfish, folks. Are you hung?
Nope.
Okay. Just a good fish, huh?
I think it's pretty good fish.
That's on a, gosh, I don't even know what section bait that is now. It may be a headpiece. Let me get the camera out here. Are we buffering? Are we live? Y'all seeing this? We're not getting skunked today. We're not going to be one of them damn YouTube live streamers that gets skunked. Not like I was there back in.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. You got your blue. All right.
All right. Heck yeah.
All right, folks. We got us the skunks out.
He's barely hooked.
It only took you about 4 attempts here, but we got you a fish. You need the fish grips here.
Yeah.
There's your grips.
Heck yeah. He's croaking. What do you say? My sister put you in a skillet. She want the catfish.
Well, she glow in the dark. You're gonna need a lesson here on how to you put it in the bottom of the jaw. There you go.
I think these fish grips have seen better days.
Well, they have. We use a hand back where I come from. That's how we hold fish.
All right, nothing to get super excited about.
No, but it's a skunk buster, by God.
But that is a fish live from the riverbank of the Tennessee River.
Yeah.
And we're gonna let this thing go. Looks like it's full of eggs. Is that about that time?
We're a month away or so there. But,
All right.
Gonna let it go here. Gonna rebait.
Pretty fish.
I hope it splashes you real good on the way out.
That's all right. It'd feel good.
There it goes. He says, I'm getting the hell out.
Had enough.
Well, he's thrown the bait off, so let's get us another one on here.
All right.
I got a cooler full of skipjack here. I went out and caught a few more this morning. I got my old bait here in the bag so I can know which is which. Get this in here and get us a headpiece. I did bring my skipjack rod, you can see there. Just in case we got on some out here in this creek. I'll get my head on the other rod there. Hopefully this chest cam's still getting the right angle. I don't know if it is or not. This is the first time I've used my phone on it. So we'll see. Anything showing up on there, Eric? Am I buffering again?
No, it seems to be working. I guess we got get it, boy. Fish on, finally. Let's go. Turn the clicker off.
I'll tell you got to get that clicker off. That drives people insane.
Clicker for salmon fishing. Come on, man. That got some interest. We're up to 275 in the room.
All right.
Nobody paid for that fish. Come on, people. What's up? That's what you're paying for. That's what you're watching. What's the deal?
Listen to him like
What's
a
the
panhandler
deal?
out
That's
here.
right. That's right. That's what the donations are for right there.
Well, Eric, you did a real good job cranking down on that fish till you got resistance. I'm proud of you.
Hey, I'm coachable, baby.
You're coachable, baby.
And the reel functioned properly.
It did.
Nothing squirrely happened there.
I'll check this one right here. Okay. All right. That and there's still hung. We'll deal with that when the stream's over. We still got 3 of them out there.
Pro Mines is watching it.
Pro Mines.
Pro Mines, we just caught a fish line.
Eric got him one. All right, folks. Skunk is out on the live stream. I'll be damned. It finally happened for us. We finally got one on the live stream. All right. Let's see what more questions here we can answer. How long we been live total now?
So
72 minutes looks like.
An hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah, I didn't know if it started over when we buffered and cut out or not. He's having trouble. Let me find me another moderator. Anybody out there? I'm hiring for a moderator.
I'm still in shock. We caught a fish. Give me time to catch my breath. Let's see.
Let's see what I got here. I'm having trouble seeing these things too, to be honest with you. It's the sunglasses. It's hard to see on here. I think I got another $5 here. Derek, Aaron, I'm butchering your name, Derek.
Erlenbach.
Erlenbach. I hope I'm saying it right. Thank you for the $5. We'll get you in a draw in there for that reel. Yeah, man. Ho Fung?
P-H-U.
I feel like we're going to get, one of these times there's going to be somebody named Mike Hunt ask us a question on here. And we're going to fall for it.
Any tip on striped bass fishing? I found them on the fish finder, but they just won't bite. So I don't know if you're calling striped bass, white bass. But
he's probably calling striped bass if he's around here.
I mean, isn't that the same as white bass?
A different species.
Striper?
Yeah, striper.
Big striper.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Then you can answer that.
Well,
you striper.
Well, yeah.
I thought he was talking about white bass. I was just going to say anything that flashes, they'll about eat.
Well, yeah, that's true. You know, the striped bass around here, people do real good on them using live bait, live skipjack. If you see them on the graph, though, I would assume that they're probably deeper. So you can work a jig down to them, or you can drop, lately, the ones I've been catching them on cut bait. So, you know, this time of year, they're feeding up. As I don't know. They try to spawn here. I don't know that it's successful or not. I think for a striper to spawn, you may know more about this than I do, Eric. I think they need so much moving water or something like that, so much distance for their eggs to.
Well, striper tend to make runs,
Yeah.
almost like a salmon, and you catch them in places you're like, golly, what's that striper doing here? And a lot of times it's way upriver. But I saw something the other day that was interesting, and I'm sure you could just Google it. But it had ideal spawning water temperatures for just about every sport species there are. So it had catfish, bass, bluegill, stripers, everything. And it's interesting to see because smallmouth fish, they'll spawn a little cooler water than largemouth will. Walleye, kind of a cooler water spawner. I think stripers and whatnot. But that's if you're fishing artificially, just try to want to match the hatch what you think they're eating. If you're fishing with cut bait or live bait, I mean, I think skipjack's great because I've seen you catch some big stripers using skipjack, gizzard shad. They'll eat just about anything swimming around. It's a pretty aggressive fish.
Oh, we got some more donations coming here now.
Yay.
Hold on. Who we got this? 99. Thank you.
Yes, sir. That'll get you an entry in.
Catfish,
Chunky Cat.
Chunky Cats.
$4.99. Thank you.
Enjoying the live stream, my friend. Got Chunky Cats, man. Chunky Cats, Eric goes live all the time.
Oh, nice.
He's like a professional live stream catfish man, and I need some tips. I know. I need to go up there and fish them. I guess learn how to do this crap because we have butchered it out here today. Everything we have touched has been a disaster today.
Roger Anderson is cleaning up a mess of white bass he slayed yesterday. Those actually eat pretty good.
I've heard that.
I've had white bass and they're pretty good.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Justin's asking why are the fish not eatable and why is the river so polluted? I mean, I don't put a lot of weight into that as much as other people do. I know there's a lot of fish out of the Tennessee River system being eaten and you don't see people dropping over. So I think it's probably just over-regulation being a little more safe with what they're recommending bluegill from, Watts Bar and Dive.
Lenient on that. My thing, Google Kingston coal ash spill and see all the hundreds of millions of gallons of toxic.
That's a long time ago.
Well, by God, they didn't.
The earth will fix itself if you let it.
Yeah, well, they didn't get it all out. I don't care what they said. And now all them workers got cancer. They got a class action lawsuit because they all got cancer from cleaning it up. So eat them if you want to. I ain't gonna.
Chris Souders, what's your #1 wish list destination to catfish?
Well, first off, Chris Souders, we got royalty in the audience there.
Oh,
He's a TV host now, Catfish Crazy.
Okay.
It's on the Pursuit channel and also on YouTube.
Big time.
He's big time.
He's not a meteorologist.
He's not a meteorologist. That's a weatherman.
Or weatherman.
No, he's an actual catfisherman. Top of the sport. He's putting catfishing on the map. So
I'm shocked he's watching your channel.
I'm shocked too. It must be a slow day if he's watching this crap. What was the question again?
What's your #1 wish list destination to catfish? I tell you what, wait, before he answers that, for $5, we'll tell you and give you an entry for this reel.
Oh, don't pay no attention to him, Chris. I think at this point it's probably the James River, man. That's where everybody seems to be catching the big ones at these days. So I'm not much of a catfish destination fisherman, though. If I go somewhere else, I want to fish for something completely different. I'd really love to get back down there to the ocean. I actually got a trip kind of in the process plan to go over to coastal North Carolina and do some shark fishing with Elias V Fishing. I was emailing back and forth with him the other night, so I think we're going to make that happen. That'll probably be my next trip coming up here this spring. What are you laughing at over here? You got private conversations going on.
No, I'm just Dan's Creation and Adventures. He says, tell Chernobyl that the earth will fix itself.
Very true.
Oh, boy.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Hiroshima, Japan right now, by God.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'll tell you, people eat fish all the time. I see them, taking home a stringer and stuff, and I'm like, you just walked right past the sign saying don't do it. I feel if it's bad enough that the government's going to warn me, I better heed the warning.
So Kyle Nichols is really stepping in it here. He wants to know the important question of the stream: how many games the Vols win this year?
Oh my God.
That's rough.
I got to look at our schedule. I feel like we might have a chance at winning 3.
We may catch more fish than they win games, and that's not a big number.
Well, the better question is how many players will we have on the opening day roster? Will we be able to fill out a team?
Well, I mean, isn't there some kid in trouble this
week? There's a kid in trouble every week.
There you have it.
It's a program in shambles.
Let's see here. Nickajack Dam is good.
All Nickajack's good these days. Nickajack's one of the best fisheries on the Tennessee River right now. It's right up there with Wheeler and Wilson with the number of big fish people are pulling out of it.
Cheesy says, have you ever come close to tipping your kayak and falling out into the creek?
Well, I come close one time, real close one time. It wasn't nothing that was weather or water related. It was my dumb ass. I was leaning over on a release shot trying to film and went a little too far. You know what you let me do here?
What I let you do?
I got the damn cooler sitting over here wide open. And I left my other piece of bait out here too. It's baking in the sun.
He's in charge of his vessel and I'm in charge of my vessel.
My gosh, let's
get that out there real quick.
This is hard times out here today. Fish out of the water on the live stream. I mean, we got Catfish royalty up in here, and you're just grazing over his comment. Chris Souders.
I didn't know he was royalty. I mean, the Catfish royalty I know of is you. Well, and that's a big stretch.
You need to up your standards in and learn who the big names are in this sport. He's got jerseys with company names on them.
Who, me?
No, Chris Souders. I'm out here in a damn, I don't even know what I got, Magellan or something.
I did turn my Hobie over one time. That was a bit stressful.
In the river?
No, in here, Watts Bar Lake.
I'll be damned.
Yeah, I believe that it had filled up halfway full with water, and that got the balance a little squirrely, and I was in the water. Woke me up quickly.
Yeah, I had my that piece of crap new canoe I had there with the bow mount a couple years ago we got from my girlfriend. I got out in bad weather one day and took a lot of waves over the bow, and it got several gallons of water inside the hull, and it got a little tippy too, just the water sloshing around there. You gonna ask me any more questions? We're quiet here on the live stream.
I'm just,
you filtering? We got any jerks in the comment box tonight?
Not really.
No.
The letters are small. And Fat Cow 56 says, "Have you caught any?" Well, we did, and we caught one on the live.
We got one live. He's missed about 8 more now.
That's an exaggeration.
He's bird nesting my reels. He's got one of them snagged over there.
What's your number one bait for channel cats?
I try to throw baits that channel cats won't eat. I hate channel cats. You can't keep them off anything you throw.
CJ, any of these, pedal drive kayaks that are 14 feet or 12 feet, no matter how big you are, they'll be just fine. You just got to kind of get used to them and get a comfort level with what you can do and what you can't do on them. So we got 260 people in here, and if you haven't heard, this is going to be the first of 3 live feeds. And our friend Holly Treadell at CNC Outfitters here in West Knoxville has put up a Daiwa Seagate catfishing reel, about $150 value, as something that we can give away at the end of the month. And we are going to give each entry of content cash of $5 throughout the month. So if you haven't had a chance to enter, in $5 increments, we're going to build a spreadsheet and kind of work through it, and then have a random number generator at the end of the month, pick that lucky winner out. And it's just kind of a effort for us to say, one, what Justin does to provide content takes time and effort and strategy and money. And so instead of calling these donations, we're going to kind of refer to them as content cash. And then as we kind of move forward into the year, there may be an opportunity for us to kind of pick a charity or something along those lines and do a live. And donate that money to a given charity. So we get a lot of those type questions whenever we go live, and so we thought we would address those kind of head on. And we've been live for about an hour and a half now.
God, has it been that long? Well, it has. 84 minutes now. Yeah, and my thing says very bad connection on here.
Yeah, I think between connection and buffering and whatnot, we'll stay on as long as we have
I can't even see anybody's on right now.
I've got 254 showing.
Oh, you seen? Okay. Mine just says it says very bad connection in the corner up there.
Paul Roberts wants to know if I can stand on the front of my Hobie and fish like Christine. Well, if you want to see me fall in, Paul,
he's got about 200 pounds on her.
She's a little bitty thing, and she's got she used to be a bar yoga balance instructor or something. So I cannot do that. I'm shocked she hasn't bitted it in there, and I'm sure she probably has. She just hadn't told anybody.
It's one of my biggest pet peeves in the kayak fishing world is they do these stability tests on YouTube, and they do this stupid ass shit that you would never do in real life. You get some 95-pound girl standing on the front of a kayak. If you're a 6'4", 250-pound klutz, you ain't getting up. And why the hell would you want to be standing on the front of a kayak anyway? If you can stand up and down from your seat and land big fish, that's all the stability test you need. Anything else is just stupid. I could go on a damn soapbox rant there.
I can't get out of this chair that my guy that works for Budweiser gave me. This one of these. What kind of chairs you call these things?
Oh, lawn chairs or something.
Lawn chair, whatever. And I can't get out of that up quick enough to reel these fish in. So, Fishing with Billy gave us $1. Has Life gave us $4.99.
Hey, thanks everybody for them. The content cash.
That's right. Content cash. Content cash.
Y'all are awesome. Everybody shows up all the time with this content cash. And so that's why we wanted to, when Holly offered up this reel, we wanted to do something. And I was like, well, these people giving me money, I want to make sure that they got a chance at something. If I'm going to do a giveaway, make sure that you all are the ones that has a chance to have a chance of getting it.
Derek Barrett donates $4.99.
Hey, thanks, Derek.
He's feeling that we're going to get one on in the next 15 minutes. He's sending some luck our way. We will take it.
We'll take any luck we can get.
Day to the lawn.
Yeah, today. It's these backwater bites kind of been on lately. But when you're in the right place at the right time, it's like yesterday morning, for instance, the creek I was in. I mean, I could not keep a bait in the water. But out here today, this is a different creek. Didn't really know what to expect, and it's just not been happening out here today. We've had 4 or 5 total bites now, and then that one that we got. So they'll probably move back in here at some point today. Whether or not we'll still be live, God knows. But we may not even be live right now. I don't know.
Who knows?
We may just be talking to a damn phone right now.
Cole Humbles asks if we've ever fished Gunnersville Lake.
I have not. It's on the to-do list.
I have, and again, that's terrific fishery, tons of grass, tons of really, really quality fish. Again, kind of part of that Tennessee River system, so you have kind of a stretch dam to dam, and I'm sure there's some really big catfish in there because that's just a terrific ecosystem.
There's a lot of big flatheads gets caught in there, I know. I think Richard Jean fishes Gunnersville.
Somebody wants to donate 10,000 Dodge coin. I don't know what that's worth.
By God, we'll take it.
Crypto is accepted here on the live feed.
Bitcoin, crypto, whatever I can retire on, we'll take it.
Isaac Sanchez, did you win that last slot tournament? I believe he did.
I did, yeah. I ended up in a tie for first place and won it on the 4th tiebreaker fish. It was close. I'm off to a good start in this month's tournament, though. I'm in the lead right now, 6 days in or whatever we are. You just keep giggling. I feel like you're having private conversations with people in the audience.
I am.
They like you better than they like me anyhow.
There's no question. I mean, that's not even...
You're built for this live stuff.
You don't even bring that up.
Need one of them rods to go off, what we need.
Yep.
Well, you're sitting there trying to squint and read the comments. We'd have something else to distract the audience with.
That's right.
Where's old Jordan at today? We need the mullet man out here.
Speaking of Jordan, he actually has cameras.
Yeah.
And cords.
Jordan Marshall Fishing.
Marshall Fishing ought to have some content any day now.
Well, I'll believe it when I see you've been talking about it for months.
With you. So here is a a question about tourney eggs.
Okay.
Someone asked about it, and then someone else commented, "Is that a good setup for keeping track of fish in a tournament?" And it's kind of the gold standard for air tournaments in the bass world. I
Yeah,
don't know.
we've switched Fishing Chaos.
Fishing Chaos. So, and I've seen Fishing Chaos. I haven't used it, but they're all, you know, to me, it's a good way to do it in the environment with kind of no check-ins and still people kind of a little bit squirrely about COVID and social distancing and whatnot. But you know, what I will say about that is, you know, you have to really pay attention and put a lot of effort into getting a good photo. I mean, that becomes super important, especially if you're
It's more about getting the right picture than it is the fish.
I mean, it's and I hate that because the skill is in catching the fish. It's not the photo, but boy, your photos have to be spot on nowadays.
I've become a fan of the Fishing Chaos. It's not as smooth to operate the app like it is with Tourney X. Tourney X is really, they've been in the game a while now. They're really top notch, but you pay for it too. They charge $5 per person for every tournament. So, if you got a $20 entry fee, they're taking a huge chunk right off the top, and then you got your PayPal fees and all that. So it's really hard to have a good payout tournament at lower entry fees, whereas Fishing Chaos, their fees are a lot less, so it puts more money in the pocket of us, the fishermen, so.
Yeah, $4.99 from Wholesec 4075. Hey, Justin, thanks for the great channel. Keep up the good work.
All right, thank you. Thank you for the content cash.
We'll get you a reel.
That's right.
We'll round up.
Yep, we're going to get you in there, get you a drawing. Entry for the drawing, I should say. I'm fumbling my words. We've been live too long.
We have. And I hadn't drank no beer. I had a bathroom break. I mean, I don't get no breaks out here.
Well, he does. He got some prostate problems or something. He pisses all the time. When I went down there to Lake Seminole and fished with them, I mean, I didn't sleep all night because he was up back and forth to the bathroom all night. I was relegated. Where was I at? I was on the couch next to the shitter.
He left early, folks. It wasn't bougie.
It wasn't bougie enough for me.
Bougie enough.
I ended up spending $200 for my share of the rent so that I'd have one night on an uncomfortable couch next to the crapper.
Yeah.
So I said, I ain't never staying with him on a road trip again. I'll go to the Holiday Inn down the street.
Oh, goodness. Funny. Brad Crumb, my turkey birthday present. My buddy up in Newport's a phenomenal bird hunter, and he has killed a really big turkey that he's going to give me for my birthday at the end of the month. And I fixed one last year, and I mean, it was probably as good a meat as we've ever had. It was fantastic.
Okay.
TLT in the house. Thank you very much for the comment. Let's see. Eric Flowers. Richard Jean is the best all-around fisherman, that's for sure.
So is he saying that on my channel to insult me or just to compliment Richard Jean?
I'm not sure.
I always wonder. I get stuff like that in my comments. I'm like, are they coming on my channel to insult me?
Here's a good one from Cole Humbles. Have you ever tried noodling?
I don't. Well, no, I ain't. I would be worried about a snapping turtle bite my finger off, but I don't support that practice.
Why not?
Because these people, when they trying to get these fish out of the boxes, because they're not actually fishing holes. Most of them set up boxes. They're grabbing anything they can, and those fish are spawning, protecting their nest, and they're grabbing them out by the gills or whatever they can get. And so
almost like taking a bass off a bed.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
Right on. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm anti-noodling, and I don't give a shit whether they like it or not.
Somebody's got their YouTube streaming on their TV. I can do that if you just have a smart TV and you just go to your YouTube app. You got the interweb. You can just dial right in and watch this right on the big screen.
Okay, yeah.
Where can I donate and send some in Texas, some Skippy to try? I don't know. We might overnight what we got left here today.
Gonna have a lot left.
With the right number.
Yeah.
Right number donation.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot left today. I'll have enough bait for tomorrow. I was worried about that. I was like, I went out today and got some bait for this. I was like, I hope I got enough left for tomorrow, but I'm gonna have plenty.
So Team Reaction Strikes this is William Suitors, and
what's
going on here, ladies and gentlemen.
We got to pause the comments here. He's got him one. Flip it and crank down. You got him?
I don't think so.
Well, I don't know. You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on there. You just had to catch up with him. Let me get the clicker for him here. He's busy. There you go. That clicking, folks. I tell you, I love hearing it going off. But like, if somebody's reeling in, they're fishing a video.
That's what I thought. I think it was on there. Damn it.
Well, hell.
Oh my God. Amateurs.
Amateur hour out here, man.
See,
What have you done here?
you did that.
I didn't do. How'd I cast out there like that then? Lord, what the hell have you done? This is. I'm on candid camera out here.
That's right.
I don't even know what has happened here, Eric.
I don't think that did it.
I think I made it worse here. Hold this. Let me. Lordy days, folks. Lordy days. You don't take a bass fisherman catfishing. We got another one going off over there, don't we? Something hit it. I don't even know how this happened. There. Did I get it?
No.
I didn't get it. What the hell have I done? I don't even know what's going on here, folks.
Oh, Lord.
I don't even know how this happened, Eric. God almighty. This stream today, folks, it has been a damn disaster.
I think I can get this one.
I'm going to cut it and just retie.
No, I think you. Yeah. I think I know what to do.
Disaster today, folks. Disaster. See, when things go wrong on a regular video, you know what I do? I edit that part out. But out here today, when you live, and you got a bass fisherman with you, I think he may have got it in. Yeah, he got it in, folks.
I do everything right.
Yeah, you do everything. I know. Look at that line.
Get some damn reels.
Gotta have a level wind reel when you're fishing with a bass fisherman. Let me get that weeds off there.
I don't understand why they don't have the line leveler.
Well, they make them with it.
You just so professional. You don't need it.
You're damn right. That's catfishing. Level winds, it's for amateurs.
Oh Lord.
You get longer casts. You get about 10 yards extra, and the drag's smoother.
Okay, as far as you know.
Yeah.
That's a good one right there. That's a big fish cast.
All right, we're back in the game now. Maybe you'll catch the next one.
Probably not.
Probably not.
I don't think today's our day.
Catching fish is overrated. I mean, who the hell wants to do that on a live fishing video?
That's right. Throwing my phone down on the ground. It's, you know.
We back in the game again here. All right. Let's see what happened while I was going in the chats here. Let me get turned around where I can actually see here. $10. Mike's Outdoors and Adventures, $10. Thank you, Mike. David Aston, too. Thanks for all the awesome videos. Well, thank you, David.
Something goes wrong, there's usually a bass fisherman in the vicinity.
Yeah, if something goes, I'm always going to blame the bass fisherman.
Got two $10 donations.
Yeah. Mike and David.
Heck yeah.
Oh, hey, Eric, behind you, right there. Yeah, that one loaded up right away. You're good on that one.
Good fish, I think.
Is that in a good one? It looked like it got the rod bent over there. All right, y'all, we live again here. CNC Outdoors sponsored live video. We ain't gonna have no audience because he won't turn that damn clicker off. There we go. Now my audience can tune in. All right, man. We're getting, it's took us how long we've been out here now? What's the timer on that? 98 minutes, but we're finally getting some action. We're finally getting some fish here. That's how it goes catfishing sometimes, folks. You can spend long hours on a spot and nothing, and all of a sudden some fish work through and you get bit and got you a small blue. At least you finally got that. And you're getting better at this, Eric.
Catfish fillet, baby.
All right. You want your grips again here? Or you want Daddy to do it for you?
And he gets knocked out on film, and that's going to go viral.
Well, you getting the, let me see what the comments we got going here while you get the fish unhooked. Let's see. We're probably buffering again. We probably ain't even live right now. There he is, small blue.
That's probably good eating size.
It probably is. If we eat them, that'd probably be the one. Got our bait back there too.
Yeah.
All right.
Got a good photo of it there?
Good enough.
Good enough, good enough. You don't get excited about these little ones.
No.
These big fish, big fish, big fish.
Need some big ones to get my heart rate up.
Shoot you.
All right. Well,
Save the bait.
save the bait and everything. We're gonna. That fish didn't even
Move.
even get a free meal out of it. Now let's see what you've done to the reel. Well, it don't look too bad.
I paid attention.
You
that
paid
time.
attention that time.
Yeah.
We're gonna make a catfisherman out of you yet. There we go. Get that back out there. And again, y'all, I mentioned when we first went live, God knows if it actually played or not with the buffering. But this area of this creek, you can see here, it comes in real narrow here, kind of bottles up here, but it's deep. It's 25, 28 feet deep here. It goes all the way back in this back of this pocket here, and it's loaded with shad. That's where we had initially set up before we went live, and shad everywhere back there. And so Eric got one there right away, and then we'd sit there an hour or nothing. So we thought we'd move out here, see what's going out here, maybe deeper water, try to catch them coming in before they go back to the back where it kind of opens up. So
We got a good question about freezing bait. How long do you feel like it's good once you freeze it?
well, it depends on how you keep it. If you do like I do and just put it in aluminum foil only, about 6 months. But if you take better care of it and vacuum seal it, it'll last a year or so. I'll fix these other rods over here. This one. What'd you do with that one?
I tried to.
Oh, did you try to?
Loose, but...
Yeah, that's hung right there. We're gonna have to, after the string's over, I'll break off on that thing. I don't think we're gonna get it free.
Gotcha. Good job, pro.
Well, no, you caught you one on the live stream. That's two now.
That's two.
At least we did. I was worried, y'all. I was like, man, we're gonna get skunked out here today on the live stream again. How embarrassing is that gonna be? You know, because you never know.
Beamer, we are on Watts Bar, and then here's a question from Timothy Odom. Do you ever fish South Holston Lake, and where's a good place to fish that lake? I live in Marion, Virginia. I have fished that. Well, I fished the river, South Holston River, but I know that lake is a really good smallmouth lake, big lake. You ever fish South Holston?
Never have.
So.
Never even heard of it.
Yeah, it's up there in Kingsport-ish, Tennessee area.
So Eric said he's gonna go back fishing today. I hope you have better luck than we do. We've stunk it up out here today. Everything's went wrong.
Kitties are biting. Hot dog boys and girls fish on Whoop Whoop. That's why they call it fishing instead of catching. That's a fact.
Yeah.
David Russell wants to know if you can go back to Del Hollow and catfish.
No.
No.
I probably won't ever go to Del Hollow again. I've had my fill of that place.
Oh, goodness. We got 274 in the chat, which is good.
We was down. How many did we have when we was buffering? About 35 people?
Yeah, we were low.
Hard time. Why is the cell service fine now, but it wasn't for 30 minutes there? It don't make no damn sense. You either got cell service or you don't. You shouldn't be going in and out when you're sitting in the same spot.
Ricky Justin has not caught any fish today because he's babysitting my stupid self.
This is all about moderator today, pro moderator here.
Moderation in return of fishing. So.
See, I ain't paying him no money, but I'm letting him reel in the fish, so that's payment. That's the payment he's getting today.
Mud Tramp says, great job, Mr. Eric, doing a great job at that moderating, keeping him in line. It's hard to keep in line.
It's a full-time job.
He's celebrity. Yeah. So let's just get it out there. So.
Hey, Becca, thank you again for the content cache. You're awesome. Becca's dependable. She's the most reliable woman I know.
Speaking of content cache, for those that may have not heard, these upcoming lives that we're going to do, 3 this month, are promoting CNC Outdoors, which is a friend of ours, Holly Treadell, and they have great products, great support of the local fishing community. They've donated a Daiwa reel. It's a real nice catfishing reel.
Seagate, just like we're using over there today. It's the size 30 and a real nice reel. $150, assuming you can find them somewhere, but she's got it. And we're going to draw the winner out on the 3rd live stream, which will be live from her shop. And she's going to package it and mail it, or if you're in the area, you could come pick it up.
How do they get it? How do they get an entry?
$5 for every, when y'all are making these donations or content cash as we call it, every $5 that's donated, we're giving you an entry into it. It's just kind of a way to give back to those of y'all who keep giving to me. And so I'm real happy that we're able to do this with Holly there at CNC Outdoors. And hopefully if you're in the area and you need bait, check her out there. Really convenient location there, West Knoxville.
Here's a question. Bucket list trip anywhere in the world for any species on a guided trip. Where do you go and what do you target?
Ooh. I'll tell you, for me, I had so much fun going down to Pompano Beach there a couple months ago catching sailfish. I mean, it's crazy to think I already caught one. I'd do it again. But man, if I lived down there, I'd do that 7 days a week. Every day I could get offshore, I would be targeting sailfish. It was that much fun. So I'd put that back on my bucket list trip.
We got some content cash and an entry with JKL411. Have you ever flipped a kayak before? Any stories where you got into a bad situation? I have turned them over all the time, especially fishing pretty skinny water in paddle boats. But it's you got to be smart. You got to do it at the right time of the year when it's warm and you don't have to worry about hypothermia and life jacket and all that kind of stuff. But kind of comes with the territory, and more likely if you do this for a period of time, you'll find yourself in a squirrely spot. And sometimes they work out, and sometimes you end up as like we call it, turtled. And if Justin will pan over to my boat, I just brought a few rods to goof off with today, and you can see my rods have floats on them. Got my board tethered to the kayak. So I always tell people, if it doesn't float and you don't want to lose it, don't bring it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the rules that I go on.
I took the floats off my rods because I got tired of answering questions of what's that foam on your rods for? So I was like, hell with it. I'll just let my rods sink. I'm tired of answering this question. Hey, but thank you for the content cache there. Forgot to thank you for that. Well, cantankerous on here today, ain't we? Yeah, all right. I think we're still live on here.
Yeah, it looks like 281 in the chat room. Does CNC have a website? I don't
think she does. They got a Facebook page, but I don't think she has a website. They don't do online orders and stuff like that. They're a local tackle shop. She's got damn near everything in there as far as bass fishing goes. Catfishing stuff. If you're in the area and you need bait, she's got skipjack and shad, and she sells live shiners. A lot of people crappie fish over there at the bridges at Concord and Turkey Creek and stuff, and off the piers. And so she sells a lot of minnows and a lot of shiners from her store. Oh, we got another fish situation going on here. Look at him like a damn pro. Catfish pro. Oh.
I don't think so.
Didn't hook up. Probably just had the bait. Well, it's all right. But you know what? You handled it like a champ that time. You did good.
Hey man,
I'm proud of it.
Coach. I didn't turn the clicker off.
You didn't turn the clicker off. Well,
that would be.
You know what? You probably would have.
Super gangster.
I make sure I got the fish hooked, and then I'll do it. So it wasn't time for the clicker yet. So I'm proud of you. Let's see if he got our bait. No, bait's still on there. Still good, so we'll just toss it right back out there. Yeah, we're getting a little bit more action here now, at least. That's a few bites here in the last few minutes. So hopefully it's picking up. We're getting here. I don't know what time it is now. It's probably after 4 o'clock.
5:15.
Okay, so yeah, I'd suspect, most of the time, dawn and dusk are peak feeding time. So the closer we get to the sunset, I'd say our bite will continue to get better.
Fishing with balls asks about an inexpensive kayak to get to get started with, and I would take that one and just say, don't think about the cost of the kayak. Demo the kayaks, find one that fits what you want to do, and then go to the used market, because the used market is just outstanding.
Oh, Eric. It's that middle rod there.
Yeah, see it.
Making a slow run. I like that.
That good?
Yep. Just crank down on him. Put the steel to the jaw. I think you got him. That dang clicker's gonna, we got people, they're dropping off by the 20s at a time.
Damn it, man.
We got some small fish in here apparently. They just getting the bait and not the hook. You can see that bait there, y'all. It's been chewed up a little bit. I'm gonna rehook it. We're gonna, bait overall is in good shape, just been chewed up. Daggone, Eric.
My bad.
What about got that backlash right there?
Wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why. Could it be because my line was all on one side of the reel, maybe? All right, we'll get it back in business here.
Pro bait casts don't have clickers, so that whole clicker thing is,
Yeah, you bass fishermen ain't used to that. I like a clicker. It's exciting until you start reeling with it. All right, we're back in business. Oh yeah. All right, let me get the camera back over here. Cole Humbles is telling him to do a Bassmaster hook set next time. It'd look good for camera. We got these circle hooks. It'd pull it right out their mouth.
Oh, goodness.
I can't believe we still got 270 people in here watching this garbage.
You're a
I mean,
absolute superstar.
I'm something.
YouTube royalty, as he likes to call it when others aren't watching.
Yeah. YouTube internet sensation.
That's right.
That's what I'm gonna put on my next job resume application.
All right, let's see.
World-renowned author, internet sensation, male gigolo.
What's your content cache up to? What's your total?
Let's see what our content cache is.
See, we got a goal to set.
510.89.
$500.
Wow. I mean, I didn't realize we got up that high.
Well, I mean,
That's 102 entries. Is that right? 102 entries in for the reel.
How much did you say?
510.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, 510. So that's awesome.
Wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. 102 entries.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. That's gonna be awesome.
Guys, it's 5:20. We get some content cache coming in, get some entries coming in for the dial. We'll reel. We'll stay on till 5:45.
What time is it now?
5:20.
So 25 minutes.
25 minutes with the chance of me to screw up another hook set. 25 minutes of knowledge of kayak catfish.
Boy, it sure don't look like I'm very knowledgeable today, does it? This has been a disaster out here.
So, I did not see an influx of content cache come through. So,
Well,
is nobody got the?
I don't know.
Running
Honestly,
yet?
I can't even tell.
Everybody's standing
I think
here,
we're still
everybody's
live.
up.
We may be buffering again
Who
here. I don't
knows?
know. There's no telling on this crap. I still don't understand why we buffered earlier, but we're not buffering now, assuming we're not, and we're in the same spot. It don't make no sense.
That's
I ain't no cell phone
I
engineer,
just went
but
from 1 bar to 2 bars.
you went to, okay. Well, 2's better than 1.
Sounds like we're live. Looks like we're getting some feedback here.
Okay, good. I want to get a big fish out here today, y'all. This backwater creek bite, has been it's been good lately. And, I don't like fishing shallow water. I love catching fish in shallow water. I don't like fishing it though, because you just get snagged all the time and whatnot. But I'm just going to keep moving and keep hitting various different creeks here until it stops. So this is the one we in today. Obviously the wrong one because we had limited action and poor cell phone service, but it's still a nice day to be out here, and got my intern here working for free, and
Yeah, pretty much.
got Holly there, CNC Outdoors, giving us a reel to give to you all. So, what do you keep laughing at over here?
Some of these people are pretty clever. Says everyone watches NASCAR for the wrecks. We're here for the fails.
Well, you're getting your money's worth today, by God.
Goodness. Samuel Potter, hey buddy, how have you been doing? Caught some nice blues last week. Biggest one so far this year, a 30 and a couple of 20 in the high teens. Hope y'all catch a slob today.
Well, thanks.
Heck yeah. Any down the water is a good day. I agree with that. And then wait for Bob. Want to know if we'd ever fish any Ohio waters. I'm limited to Ohio waters. I fished, I think, one of the Great Lakes that come down into Ohio for walleye one time, but that's about it for me.
Yeah, I've not fished up there. All my catfishing friends say don't come to Ohio, that the river's just been raped by the commercial fishermen up there. So I don't know if I'll ever make it up there or not. Oh, Adam Cates, $20.
And that's 4 entries. Nice work.
Let's see what the comment says. I can't hardly see it. Hey, Justin, I'm a big fan. Keep doing what you're doing. Well, thank you, Adam. I appreciate that content cash there, and we'll get you entries down there for that reel here. Adam's a good fella, you know it.
I see that. What part of Texas you in, Adam?
There's a lot of good Adams in this world. I don't know if I've ever met a Toby that I liked, but Adam's a good name.
I had a neighbor that was a Toby. That was
Toby?
An all right guy. Yeah.
They're just, look, who names your kid Toby?
Well, Toby could be a boy or a girl.
It could go either way. Well, there's no genders anymore, Eric. We're gender neutral.
Them, they, it.
You got to choose your pronoun.
There you go. Eric Phillips, $4.99.
Eric, yes.
Waiting for the massive takedown. You and me.
Well, I've been waiting on that all year, Eric. You may be. Don't hold your breath waiting on it today. But thank you for the content cash.
Oh, goodness. Hello from Kansas. Hello. Adam is in Lubbock, Texas.
Okay.
I have been to Midland, which I believe is not awfully far from Lubbock. Bubba Jean names their kids Toby.
Okay. Bubba Jean.
Let's see. 2-hour drive to find big cats.
I feel like I could have drove a 3rd hour today to try to find some. This place down here, this is a pretty long drive where we're at today. But we could have stayed at the couch and caught about as many fish today as what we've got out here.
That is a fact, Jack.
Yeah,
that is a fact.
I come out here, I'll be honest with y'all, what we did when we first set up, because we got out here in advance, to get the live stream and all that. I thought it was going to be a 2-video day. We was going to do the live stream, obviously, that's a video, and then we was going to do like a normal edited video for the fish that we caught that wasn't live. I don't think it's going to happen today. I think it's going to be one of them days that we don't get that edited video. That happens sometimes.
Toby Keith has been
Toby Keith
acknowledged.
Well,
a great American.
Well, that's debatable. That's debatable. He's had 1 or 2 good songs, I guess.
Well, he did a lot for the military.
Oh yeah, he does. He has a good military.
He took some incoming that I remember where he was doing a show where they were shooting at him.
Oh wow, okay.
He just kept singing. I thought that was pretty.
Yeah, he does. He is a good guy. I'll give him that. He does a lot of military stuff. I don't care for his music so much, but.
Kevin Trophy Catting and Bassin. I like that. It says y'all should do a bass and catfish trip to Texoma. I was just out there in Texoma. I mean, Broken Bow. I can't be that close.
He's laughing again at something over here. I don't know what he's laughing at. I'm gonna have to go back and read all these chat comments later.
What you guys don't know as a general audience, when somebody posts something, you got the YouTube police, and they give me the option to show it or hide it, and it comes up incredibly small. So it was just shocked that I actually picked up what it said. But this guy named Brian Forrest says he had a horse named Toby, and that bastard was crazy. So I'm gonna show that to the general public so they don't, and that didn't, they're censoring people's verbiage, and so that was super small, and I can't even read the regular size text. So
y'all wouldn't believe the number of comments. People comment on my videos and stuff, and it shows up in the held for review tab, where like won't show on YouTube, it just shows on me, and I gotta go through and improve. And a lot of it's, you know, people cussing me out, calling me names and stuff. But a lot of it's just like people can't type and they fumble their word, and it'll come up like a period somewhere or two words together, and they think they're trying to spam me with porno sites and stuff. That box gets littered all the time, and I go through and clean it out.
So somebody was wanting somebody to start roasting me, and nobody's really been giving me a hard time.
Well, see, what it is normally anybody that fishes me gets roasted at some point during the day. You know, I make fun of them or something.
Oh, they want you to roast me?
Yeah, because, you know, well, and I kind of have been with you screwing up the reels numerous times and missing all these fish and whatnot. But like Deuce's wild fishing, I fish with him. You know, any blooper he makes, it makes the video. And y'all, this Friday's video where I fish with our other friend Eric, Pro Mines, Eric Romines fishing on YouTube.
They used all my damn skipjack I caught.
Yeah, we did. We used the bait that this Eric caught, but
that's just wrong.
That video is just blooper after. He about put my eye out first thing with the rod tip. Then he lost the rod, got ripped off his kayak, and was shooting across the water. I mean, like he ripped it out of his Hobie rod holder and was gone with it. We had to, yeah. So that video Friday, Eric Romines gets roasted.
Brian, if you can come up with a picture of that crazy bastard horse, Toby, we might give you a free entry in for the reel.
Oh, Toby.
Oh, goodness. Let's see here. Rob Loon, I think he's either saying that Texoma is in Norman, Oklahoma, or maybe he is in Norman, Oklahoma.
Boomer Sooner. I think that's what they say out there in Norman, ain't it?
I think you are correct.
Boomer Sooner.
Tom Harris, aka Papa T, a $5 and an entry, please.
Papa T.
More live streams. Okay.
Todd, you like this crap, really?
2 more coming this month. So
all right, we're definitely doing 2 more. I'm obligated to do 2 more. That may be it though, but I'm glad you like this garbage.
So Joseph Simpkins says, come to West Virginia and fish for monster flatheads. So where in West Virginia?
Well, I heard West Virginia's a good state.
Brandon Smith is going to get blocked because he said roll tide.
We don't do Alabama fans on this channel.
Donate money for that.
See that right there, Tennessee?
There's another $5 from Garrett Michael 13. You should come fish Lake Waco in Waco, Texas.
All right. Well, thank you for the content cache there. Wait, Waco, Texas. That's where David Koresh, where all that stuff went down, wasn't it?
That is David Koresh.
That's David Koresh territory.
You're a little bit of a history buff, aren't you?
No, I watched a documentary about it.
Well, there you go. Docudrama.
I don't know if he was a good guy or a bad guy, but I think he was a cult leader or something.
Yeah, it didn't end well for him.
Yeah, I think he got blown up or shot or something.
Yes.
I don't think it ended well for the government.
Shot him and blew him up.
Yeah.
I don't know what order it was.
Old David Koresh.
Someone asked a good question earlier, and
we probably had a lot of good questions asked that if I had a moderator, it's worth a damn.
Yeah. Okay, this R. Wood says, what's your opinion of catfishing the tail races below dams?
Well, you know, I don't do any of it, to be honest with you, because, I mean, I can't get up there in the kayak. I don't like doing it from the bank because you lose so much tackle, but there is a lot of big fish caught below the dams. It's it's an area where it's good oxygen, a lot of food, and these guys get up there. A lot of them will do bumping and stuff up there and do really well. So my opinion of it is I don't like doing it and can't do it, but if you can and you got a boat, you're liable to hook into a monster up there.
Bill Hood with $19.99.
Bill Hood, $19.99.
Thanks.
4 entries into the Daiwa reel.
Watching from the river in Texas.
Well, hey, right. Thank you for the content cache. Thank you for watching. I hope you're having a better day than we are. What are you laughing at now?
William Hendricks says, switch to Jello chicken and catch some fish.
We couldn't do no worse on it, could we? We couldn't do a bit worse.
Oh, Lord. Sooner Nation. Got a lot of Oklahomians. I tell you, I've never been to Oklahoma. It was that Hocha Town. You guys will have to correct me on that. Was really an interesting place. No China virus in Oklahoma. It was pretty wide open. We fished Broken Bow Lake, which I want to say It's the Fork River going into that, and it's the upper fork and the lower fork, and we kind of focused on the upper fork. And what was really interesting is I didn't realize the number of Indians, feathers, were there.
Feathers, not the jewel.
Correct. Yes, correct. So that was cool. So shout out to Oklahoma peeps, good people. Mountain Fork River, there you go. I knew I was close. There you go, Mountain Fork, and they say the upper is above Broken Bow and the lower is below, and apparently the lower's got world-class trout in it.
Okay.
And it's beautiful, crystal clear.
Okay.
Impressed.
I think Deanna Phillips, she's a regular. I think she's out there in Oklahoma. We got a lot of Oklahoma viewers.
Rock Face, somebody's in Rock Faced.
I think they want you to take a rock to my face to end this misery. I think that's what they're asking. I wish somebody would end it for me today, by God.
Brian Forster, I'm certain you're probably in Facebook jail. Every one of his comments, it gives me the shoulder high. It says that he's talking about Koresh. He said the idiot burned himself up. Oh, Lord. He said they stock the trout in that lower section of the Mountain Fork. Fishing with Big Mike is headed to Chickamauga Dam here in 5 minutes. Well, good luck.
Hey, good luck. You bound to do better than what we've done out here today.
Monster smallmouth under that dam. Me and my dad catfishing the Coosa River chains. The flatheads are plentiful. I'm curious to know if you think the Tennessee River chain is by far the superior catfishing chain in the Southeast. From Hunter Howell.
No, I don't think it's the superior. I mean, I guess it depends on what you define the Southeast. James River up there is in Virginia. They were on the south side of the war, but that's definitely the better fishing right now. And you got the Mississippi River too. So I would rank both of those ahead of the Tennessee River. And then in the south too, you got Santee Cooper, which ain't really, it's not a river system, but still they got some, huge a lot of monster catfish in there. So where we fish, I mean, we've got a great fishery out here, don't get me wrong, and certain reservoirs of the Tennessee, like Nickajack, Wheeler, Wilson, those are world-class fisheries. But Fort Loudon, Watts Bar, we got Chickamauga here below Watts Bar. Those are good fisheries, but not up there in the same level as the other ones I mentioned.
Do you ever fish Kentucky and Barkley? You ever fish that? I mean, I would imagine that.
Yeah, I'd say
it's such a big lake. You'd have some big. I know that got Asian carp problem there, but
yeah, it's another food source. I'd use them for bait if I went out there.
Well, I'd probably super wise. I would think.
I mean, it's got to be a food source they use.
Sweeten boys, I want to know if we ever fish Fort Loudon. I mean, yeah, that's kind of our, right in our backyard. So I fish it a lot, and so does Justin.
Yeah, I live 2 miles from there, so it's very convenient for me. I filmed a lot of videos from Fort Loudon. Fishing this year there, really the last year or so, just I don't know why. It's just not been any good for me.
From Seth Yates.
Seth.
He says, shrimp soaked in some type of oil, smelled horrible. Great show. Enjoyed the hell out of it.
All right. Well, thank you, Seth. Appreciate the content, Cash. We'll get you entered for that reel there. CNC Outdoors.
Epic Catfish says, Heroes and I are doing a live on Kelly Bullock show in 20 minutes.
Okay.
Big fishing with Big Mike. 4 fish over 100 pounds came out of the chick in the past 6 months. I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
That's we have to go down there.
Well, we're in the wrong spot then.
Dominate. Barkley is good, but he thinks Tennessee River has the better catfish. That was from Steve Hogan. Hi from Serbia.
Serbia?
Bill.
Is that a country or is that like
not Bill. And I'm completely butchering this. B-I-L-I. Billy?
Billy?
Bilal?
We don't know how to pronounce your name, but thanks for watching from Serbia.
And your last name is P-I-T-O-N, so Piton?
I don't know.
Help us out with pronunciation.
I'm sorry, we butchered your name. I don't even know where Serbia is. I don't know if it's an independent country or if you're part of another country. But thanks for watching. It sounds like it's a very exotic place.
Eric Phillips says the skipjack are running like crazy on the chick, so maybe that's why there's a big fisher.
Yeah. I'll tell you, this has been a good year for skipjack. Really, this year has been better than any of the last 4 or 5 years for sure. I mean, I've been able to get them just about every time I go out.
Love your channel, Epic Catfish.
Well, thanks.
Ask 2K support, do you plan on coming back to Broken Bow Lake? I would say, you know, I'll fish, you know, relative to larger, you know, bass tournaments. Hey!
I don't know if he's had a little run there. He's messing with it.
All right.
Yep. It's on that headpiece, so might have been channel cat or a little dink blue or something. Just enough to get us excited. Like a tease, like a $5 dance at the mouse's ear.
Kingfisher wants to know, would we still use skipjack if it wasn't indigenous to the water you were fishing? And I would say
no, I wouldn't.
I would, but I mean,
well,
no, there's only one of us that's the #1 ranked kayak fisherman in the world currently.
That's you.
So do what you want to do.
No, I'd check your laws, man. If it ain't native to your waters and you get busted with it, it might get you a ticket depending on where you're at.
Now that's I don't disagree with that. But what I say is there's a lot of fisheries that don't have trout in the fishery technically, and a trout swim bait can be very productive for many different types of species. Another one of these comments. Oh, he's got a picture of Toby.
They got a picture of Toby on there.
Oh boy, it's got a link here. Let's see if we can. I don't know if it'll. I don't think it'll let us pull it up. I don't know. I appreciate the effort. I can't see it, but I don't know if the rest of the crew can see it. So.
Well, it's fitting that Brian. It's fitting that your horse's name was Toby, because I don't like the name Toby and I don't like horses. So
there you go. Wayne Huska from Travelers Rest, South Carolina. Love your show. In twerk team fishing in his area, people use anchovies or chicken liver for catfish. You ever use anchovies? You ever eat anchovies?
Never have.
I don't blame you on that one.
Can you even still get that as a pizza topping? No, they used to ask you.
I mean,
back in the day when you had to call in an order.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't like calling in orders now. Now, when I go somewhere, I'll try to use an app. I don't want to talk to nobody.
Oh, goodness.
We go to Texas Roadhouse all the time, and we use the Texas Roadhouse app. Be nice if somebody from Texas Roadhouse is watching, maybe send us some gift cards. We're working up an appetite out here
Yeah,
today.
we'll put a Texas Roadhouse sticker on the pro boats here.
Yeah, I sure would.
We ain't past it.
I'd put them on a sticker on my measuring board over there if they'd give me a free meal. You gonna read some more comments? Or we're gonna sit here in silence.
I don't know, man. We got 5 minutes until we're gonna shut it down.
We're gonna shut it down 5 minutes.
We get a run of.
We got 255 people in here.
What do we got? How much have we raised so far?
$570.87.
Somebody's got to get us to 600. We
Oh.
can't leave on an empty stomach. So
Lord.
$30 will pay for Happy
Listen,
Meals.
he's the #1 kayak bass fisherman in the world and #1 panhandler out here on the riverbank.
You don't set goals. I mean, what's the deal? Riley Brown with $1.99.
Riley, thank you, Riley.
Thank y'all. He's wanting to know how we're doing and if we do any tournaments. I certainly do bass fishing tournaments. It's probably too many. And Eric Phillips says he'd rather eat chum than the Texas Roadhouse.
It's the same thing, ain't it?
$5 gets you an entry in for a Daiwa catfish reel equivalent to what we're using today. Donated by CNC Outfitters, Holly Trudell, a good friend of ours. And so that's what it costs to get you an entry into the month-long giveaway. And like I said, we're going to go live 3 times and Circle Hook with $28 and a penny.
Man, Clint is hooking me up. Circle Hook Productions, y'all. He's got a YouTube channel. He's down there in Texas. I think he's Austin, Texas, Eric. I think that's where Clint's at. Thank you for all the cool kids live in Austin.
Yep.
But he's been catching them on chicken. He caught bass. You'll like this. He caught some largemouth bass on chicken.
I believe
while he was catfishing on there. But thank you, Clint. for the content cache. That rod over there got hit again. We got
Dang it.
turtle or channel cat or something messing with it.
We need to channel all your positive vibes for Giant to eat one of these skipjack pieces.
I know it. Who was it that wished us?
He's in Houston.
Houston.
Circle Hook Productions, Matagorda Bay. I fished there. It was terrible. Duke Fraser Productions, $5. Get you an entry. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Duke.
Terry Stratton, $5. Thank you very much.
Terry, thank you so much.
He says, help you out at Texas Roadhouse. Love that place.
Hey, I like it too, man. I get the steak kebabs there and the blooming onion.
2K support.
Or cactus blossom, they call it.
Are,
Well, they're loading me up now, ain't they?
my man at TLT in Newport said he'd rather have bacon wrapped turkey. It's better than Texas
Well,
Roadhouse. I was like,
I'd rather have that too.
It ain't nothing but organic turkey when you're talking about Brad Crumb. So Matagorda is horrible. Yeah, he agrees. Yeah, yeah. We got tricked into going to Matagorda. I'm sure there's better options. I'll have to check in with you next time I'm in the Houston area.
Yeah, Clint down there, man, he's been catching some good fish down there. I was surprised. I mean, you know, everybody catches catfish on chicken, but he's getting them bass. That's something.
Ace Catfishing says Texas Roadhouse is amazing. They keep our roads clean with all the roadkill they serve.
You know, they have a plate called the roadkill, and it's pretty damn good, actually.
Oh, buddy.
I'm getting hungry talking about all this food. I'm about to bust out a snack here when we get done with this live stream crap.
Actually, take a break, man. He's like
I know you're probably parched, ain't you? You've been talking.
I got water. I got a snack over here. I had a chance to get. I got fish eating and not eating it, and I'm missing fish. I don't miss fish.
You bird's nesting my reels, reeling them in somehow, and got one line wrapped around the reel. I don't even know how that happened.
Oh goodness! Don't forget to enter me in for the reel, Brian Forrest. It's an entry for the picture of Toby the Horse.
Well, by God, we'll do it.
You're in. We'll do that.
He watches videos all the time. I see his comments come up.
Kill it, we grill it. Kill it, we grill it. Is that the Roadhouse motto? You kill it, we grill it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Guys, almost 5:45. You guys want 15 more minutes? Give us some feedback. Give us some content, Cat.
Yeah, y'all over this stuff by now. God, we've been doing this crap for how long? 136 minutes.
2 hours.
2 minutes.
minutes.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, we didn't know.
Caught 2 fish.
We didn't know what to was. Yeah, we got 2 fish during that time. It's embarrassing, but you know, we didn't really know what to expect going live during the week. You know, mid-afternoon. You know, people's got jobs and stuff, and you know, traveling home when they get off work stuff. So we didn't know who was going to show up or how many or who knows. It was just kind of an experiment. I'm not a good live streamer anyway, so we just out here winging it, folks.
Well, you guys do us a favor and tell your friends that couldn't join us today that we've got, you know, we've got this month-long deal going on with CNC. We've got a reel to give away, and you know, we'll probably give it a couple weeks, week or so, 10 days, and see if we can't find a place with really good self-service with really good options to catch some good fish, and then we'll do another one. That is kind of where we're at, and I'll let him sign us off. Thank you guys for your time. Enjoyed getting back into the moderation chair. And
y'all give a thumbs up to my intern pro moderator here. He's working for free today. 2 hours out here in this heat. I wouldn't give him a water break. I've made fun of him when he's I don't know what he's doing to my reels over there, but y'all give him a thumbs up and a thank you. He does all this. He's a good guy. I give him crap, but he's a good guy, and I couldn't do this without him. I've tried going live before in the past, and it's just overwhelming doing a video and the comments and all that. So I'm thankful to him. Really thankful to Holly Tradell, CNC Outdoors there in West Knoxville. Again, if y'all in the area, you're fishing Fort Loudon there, need some bait, look her up, and we'll be giving away that reel that she's donating. And also too, I'll plug her tournament. She runs 2 tournaments. She runs a bass boat tournament on, is it Tuesday nights, the Toad?
I believe it is Tuesday, yep.
They out of the Concord up there, and then our kayak bass fishing tournaments start this Thursday. So if you're in the area, you're wanting to do some bass fishing tournaments, this is a great group to get started with. It's me, Eric here. You know, it's good people out there that you can go out and have a good time with, and it's a, you know, kind of a good. If you're new, you're not going to be in a situation where you're uncomfortable, or you know, you don't have to worry about screwing up or people making fun of you or anything like that. It's a good group to hang out with.
We have rules, but it's really for people who haven't fished tournaments that want to learn how and what's
really
the
laid back.
expectation.
That's the word I was trying to get to.
And so we our goal is we want your fish to count. We want you to get comfortable, catching and photoing fish, and it ain't easy. And so we've all been through it. And so we thought, why don't we make the weeknight kind of a fun, friendly competition and really encourage people that think they might want to fish a tournament but really don't know. It's 6 to 9, it's $20. It's a really nice group of guys. You come out and get an autograph from YouTube royalty.
Well, that's extra, by God.
But he'll charge you for that. But,
But anyway, those tournaments, it starts up this Thursday. I think we're at Ish Creek to start with. And the schedule there is on Facebook, Thursday night ETKA, and it rotates boat ramps on Fort Loudon every week and runs all the way through August. And it'll end there with a classic tournament, which by that point in time, there'll be several $100s in the pot there. So big tournament, worthwhile qualifying for. But Holly runs all that. She runs both those tournaments and the bait shop there, which is, again, donating this reel for us. So we'll be live again at another point here coming up soon from the riverbank, and then we'll go live later in the month there. We'll announce all this in advance, but we'll go live from CNC Outdoors, where we will give away the reel to one of you all who have donated the Content Cash Day. Again, every $5 you'll have an entry fee into it. And I think we've got some more here, Eric, in the meantime here. Michael Lynch, $4.99. Thank you, Michael. You got you an entry. PP in the woods, don't ask. He's got an entry. That's what Eric's going to be doing. His prostate, I know, has got to be killing 2 hours into this live stream. And Michael Lynch again, $4.99. So, all right. Well, thank you all so much here for putting up with this. I apologize for picking such a lousy area, not just for the fishing, but also with the piss poor cell phone service. So we lost half the audience early on there for the buffering, but we'll try to do better in the next one. We sure can't botch it any worse than we have today, Eric. So anyway, y'all, I am hell, I don't know where to sign out on this thing. That's been so long since we done it. Well, crap. I'm gonna push this button. Maybe it's gonna sign us off. If it does, I'll see y'all next time. Thank you all again for the Content Cash and for putting up with me and watching all my regular videos. We'll do it again soon.